from my soul. There goes a sight, there goes a sight. Now there goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight, there goes a sight. There goes a sight from my soul. I think it's all angels just walk by. 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 There goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight, there goes a sight. Now there goes a sight from my there goes a sight. There goes a sight, there goes a sight. Now there goes a sight from my soul. So.
1, 2, 3, jump!
Get wild.
Chiefs Kingdom. It's time for All Chiefed Up with your hosts, Steve and Mike Williams.
You're listening to All Chiefed Up, the best damn Kansas City Chiefs podcast in the kingdom.
Chiefs Kingdom, what's up, baby? Noah Gray here, tight end for your Kansas City Chiefs. You're listening to All Chiefed Up with Mike and Steve Williams.
What is happening, Chiefs Kingdom? How we doing,
up,
baby?
What's up?
ACU fam in the house already. I see you guys poured in early today. Had a little chat. Mike went to a concert tonight. That's why we were a little bit late, just a little bit late today.
Yep.
And his internet's sucking, so just a heads up on that one.
I was watching MGK tonight. He was at Kelsey Jam the other day. But yeah, Steve, we got a little bit of news. It actually was reported yesterday by Chiefs Wire. Chiefs' fourth-round DB Chamarri Conner signs his rookie contract. He's the first one to sign his rookie contract so far. Steve, what do you think about it?
Yep. I don't know, man. I don't think it's anything out of the ordinary. It's kind of weird that they haven't got more of these already done. I know a lot of other teams have a lot of theirs done already. But, yeah, I mean, the contract looks pretty standard, pretty good for a third-rounder. So, yeah, I just think it's the beginning of
he was a fourth round.
The rest
Steve.
of
It's
them
right there on the
flowing
screen there. But
Sorry, fourth rounder, whatever. But either way, I think it's just the beginning of all of that. You're going to see a lot more pouring in here soon.
Yeah, is it anything to do with the whole L'Jarius Sneed? I don't think.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
he's going to be on the team regardless. So, of course, they go get his contract done. Like I said, they'll get the rest of these rookies' contracts done probably in the next week or two. You'll probably see a lot of them pouring in. But, yeah, I mean, Sneed does have, a guy nipping at his heels now. So I think that, he's going to have a rocket up his butt this season. So that should be fun.
He does. Connor actually $4.59 million in total value, $751,000 signing bonus, and a $937,000 salary cap hit for this 2023 NFL season. So not all that bad. It's less than $1 million. I'd say everybody probably drafted above him is right around that $1 million range, and I'd say everybody below him, you're getting closer to that $750,000 a year range. So probably not that big of a deal. Like when it comes to salary cap, I don't think they got to free up any more salary.
Nope. I mean, how crazy is it that's the closest thing to news that we got going on right now. It's dead in Chiefs Kingdom at the moment. But I mean, that's not bad. I mean, it's a good thing. We can all cruise a little bit. It's been hectic with everything going on, so it's good to have a little bit of downtime, in my opinion. Everybody can, rest the brain up, recoup a little bit, and get ready for some more football because it's going to start coming sooner or later. They're going to have the OTAs, training camp. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see a couple more free agency moves or something like that. Never know. Trades could be coming with the guys on their contract years there, like Clyde and L'Jarius Sneed. So, I mean, things are probably coming, but right now it's all quiet.
Yep. Saturday night tailgate, man. I'm kind of excited. We got the bus up in the corner. We're all sitting on the bus. That's what I like to imagine. I like to imagine that I'm on this bus right now. And I'm talking to everyone.
I'm under the bus now.
Okay, go for it. Let's say hey to the few people in the chat. We have David Howe here. We have Cindy Jennings, Gary Holland. Good to see you, Gary. He's in the house today. We have Chris Wright, as always, is here. What's up, Chris? So many people in the chat. I can't even get to it. I'm not even going to start at the top.
Gable, Lego, everybody's in the house. KCDC showed up.
Brenda's here. Life with Pax
Cindy.
is here. Missouri Sports Network. What's up?
So, how you guys doing? How's your weekend going? I have a house full of kids. It's been very crazy. Feel like I haven't slept in a week. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, for sure. KCDC's here. What's up, Kingdom? He says, Lego, my ego is here. Lego, what is going on down there in Georgia, my man? Brian Gales is here. Kip Carnes is here. Brian Parrott is here. God Soldier is here. Mizzou is here. Steve, we got a lot of people tonight. Farquad's here. He said he's been working all weekend. Farquad, what are you doing?
I know, that sucks.
Don't be working on the weekend.
It's good to see everybody, though. It is. We always like coming and hanging out with everybody. I'm glad all you guys are here for the Saturday night tailgate. Man, so the only things I've been thinking about lately with the Chiefs is just some interesting position rooms and position battles that we could see this offseason, man. So I think the running backs are super intriguing. And we actually saw some rumors that we might make a video about probably for Monday. But, yeah, so you have your running back room that's interesting, your wide receiver room. You kind of think you know what's going on there, but do you really? And then even cornerbacks, what exactly is going to go in there? So, I mean, a lot of interesting things. Defensive ends. I mean, what's up with that? Is Frank Clark, he's now responded to Chris Jones, who's been, pounding the table to get Frank Clark back on another, a team-friendly deal, if you will. And Frank responded, so I think he would be okay with it too. So I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see something like that come up either, man. So which position battles are you excited to watch this offseason?
I think it's the running back room. I want to see how it plays out. I want to see if Deneric Prince can make this roster. I want to see if we go out and we sign somebody else, maybe a guy that we've had in before. The kid Gore that we'd signed, and I think he went to the Saints and they dropped him. It's possible we could look at him. Kind of intrigued with the running back room. I ain't going to lie. I think the wide receiver room, I want to see who shakes up, who gets that 6th, possibly 7th spot. I think that's very interesting. How's Justin Ross going to make this roster? I'm very I want to watch it. I want to watch it. Not saying he can't, not saying he shouldn't, but I want to see how it plays out because we have a lot of wide receiver depth.
Firmly straddling that cut line is where Justin Ross is going to be at. I'm telling you. A lot of people pumped him up, but the way this receiver room's working out, man, he's got his work cut out for him. That's for sure.
For sure. Trav, what's up, man? Trav says, my wife
Trav.
graduated college today.
Congrats.
Big money. Hey, that's big money. And she's in debt now from the college loans, or she's going to make that big money. Jack Green with a $2 super sticker. The bomb from Jack Green. Appreciate
Going on,
you,
Jack. Good to see you, man. Good to see you here tonight. Well, what position battles are you guys excited to watch for this offseason? Like, what do you got your eye on? Put it in the comments. But
Farquhar
yeah, man, I
says
think
he's interested in the wide receiver room, Steve.
Yeah, I mean, it is interesting. Like I said, everybody's been pumping up Justin Ross, but even somebody as good as Justin Ross, potentially, he's got a super high ceiling, but a lot of it's projection, But, I mean, he's firmly on that cut line, man. There's just so many guys there because everybody thought, before the draft, it was like, we have to have wide receivers, man, wide receivers. And you still see a lot of Chiefs fans online being like, oh, you think we'll sign another wide receiver free agent or anything like that? And it's like, I don't think so, man. I think they got their room full right now, and it's going to be weird to see which 6 they get or keep, for the roster.
Yeah, for sure. Are they going to keep 7? Do you think it's out of the ordinary they would take 7?
No,
considering
it's possible, I suppose.
If Andy don't take the fullback, you might have that as an option. Missouri Sports Network says John Ross. I don't think John Ross is going to make this team. I just don't see it.
I don't either.
I think that's a very far shot.
I think he's got, some talent. Obviously, he's super fast and everything, but he's had such an injury history, and him and Rick James both. Rich James.
If you'll count.
Rick James.
If you'll count.
Yeah, but him and Rich James, I think they're both kind of there. Rich James, I feel like might have a roster spot, honestly. I know that Veach and everybody liked him a lot for the last couple of years. So, they finally went and got him. Didn't necessarily have to, so that tells you something.
Yep. Florida KC Chiefs fan. What's up, man? Good to see you. He says, keep up the good work. Go Chiefs. Jan says she thinks the O-line is a good battle. I think the O-line is going to be a good battle. Who's going to take that right tackle job after Juwan Taylor? Obviously, he's the $80 million right tackle man.
Right.
But is Donovan Smith going to be able to hang on to that left tackle? Where's Kennard going to end up squeezing in? I think Kennard's just going to kind of go up and down the line. Him and Wanye Morris, they're just going to kind of work the line. I think that's what they're going to do. I think you need to have backups for everybody, maybe even a center backup, even though I think Allegretti's making the team. I think Allegretti can do that center job if Creed was to miss some time. So I think the offensive line, I think they're going to keep probably 9, 10, 11, somewhere in that range. How many
they have plenty of depth,
Steve? Do you remember?
I don't remember off the top of my head, but they have plenty of depth there. So that's a good thing. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they end up doing exactly. But I think right now they're kind of on that Donovan Smith on the left, Juwan Taylor on the right, and the rest will play itself out. It's probably a good starting point, right? He's a left tackle. Juwan Taylor's a right tackle. Let's see how it goes. So, I don't know. It'll be interesting to watch, though, man, for sure.
Yep. Chris threw out 5 gifted subs. Appreciate you, Chris. You're the man.
Nice.
I've seen a few people being able to nail them, too. They actually went. A few went. Hey, people are turning on them gifts. And if you haven't, click that little gift, slide that little thing over saying that you want to be accepting gifts for this channel. Because apparently,
I think it's where there's people out there that don't want to accept gifts. So, apparently YouTube thinks no one wants gifts. I don't know. I don't get it.
YouTube's a weird little thing.
What's up, Gary? He says, Mike and Steve, defensive tackle and defensive end. Man, there's so many intriguing things for this offseason. So, even if nothing else happens, no more signings, no more anything else, I'm just excited to see these position battles because we have a lot of depth at a lot of positions, and it could go a lot of different ways. And I think that bodes well for the Chiefs, though. Am I right? If you got that many options going on, we should have a strong 53-man roster when it's all said and done.
Yeah, I agree. Let's see. Brian Parrott says he wants to see safety and pass rush. We got enough O-line for 3 teams. We do have a lot of O-line. We really do.
Yes, we do.
Safety. I think safety's
That's
a deep position all of a sudden, I think.
Well, you
It's a
kind of wonder what
young-
they're going to do with our guy, Chamarri Conner. Like, what are they going to do with him? They're going to play him at safety? They're going to play him at corner? Is he going to interchange? I kind of doubt that he'll go back and forth, but I don't know. He could. But I think they're going to try to mold him into that L'Jarius Sneed role, if I had to guess. I think that was the whole point of drafting him and making sure that they got their hands on him by moving up in that 4th round and grabbing him. So I think that's what's going on there. But as far as safeties go, you got Justin Reed. I think that Brian Cook's going to get a lot more playing time this year. And then, of course, we signed Mike Edwards. I think we still have Devin Bush or Dion. What's his name? Dion. Something Bush. I get it mixed up with Devin Key, the guy that used to play for us. But, am I missing somebody?
I'm not for sure. We got so
I
many
don't
back
think
there.
I am. If I am, throw it in the comments, guys. But, yeah, so that one's a weird one. But I do think that you're going to see a lot more Brian Cook this year. I do.
Yeah, me too. Jeremy says that's a lot of money for a rookie. Not really. We
Yes and
traded
no.
up for him in the 4th round. I think we give George Karlaftis last year, again, that's a 1st-round pick to a 4th-round pick, but I think we give George Karlaftis almost $12 million. I think it's around like 11.9. So, yeah, it's half of him. It's 3 rounds later. It's about average. But I do feel like they have big plans for Chamarri Conner. I believe there was a reason they targeted him. I believe they went up. I think that they think that he can bring that special teams value, that he's going to be able to be a jack of all trades. He's going to be able to guard those tight ends. We haven't really had a good shutdown corner on a tight end in a long time. So that's exactly what I think they're looking for with that.
Chris Wright says, Harry Mills, your turn. Turn on the gifting. Yeah, Harry. What's going on, by the way? Good to see you. Go up there and hit that little gift box and accept your gift. And, of course, as Lego says, if you receive a free membership gift, please thank them for their generosity. And let's freaking go, because this place is awesome. Glad to hang out with you guys. Been looking forward to it, actually.
For sure.
So.
Jason Gordon got a free gift, membership gifted by Chris Wright. Jason, good to have you on the membership team. Good to see you here, by the way.
Yeah, for sure. In just a minute, I'll talk about something we got going on for the members. So something I've been working on this weekend. But KCDC, what's going on, my man? He says, I'm anxious to see how Tony holds up, and if not, who Veach is looking at prior to trade deadline. Love the depth on the OL. Yeah, I'm interested to see how Tony's going to hold up too. I have the highest of hopes, right? I want to see him have a full season on the field, like for the first time in his career, because I think Tony offers you so much. And I think that, he's just got so much potential, man. Just stay healthy, stay on the field, and you're with Mahomes and you're with Andy Reid. I mean, he could really, really boom this year. It could be a breakout.
Yep, I hear you. Mike Burton, first-time listener here in Omaha. Nice to have you here, Mike. How's Omaha
Mike
treating
Burton?
you? I want to go to Omaha, Nebraska.
Why did you leave us and go to Denver?
Oh, yeah. It's not the same one. I want to check out Omaha, though. Let me know. Is Omaha worth checking out when I'm in the KC area? Should I make the drive
Nebraska?
up to Omaha? I just kind of want to see it.
I feel like we drove through Nebraska once, but I don't know.
did. We didn't go through Omaha. Brian, he said, what's up, Brian? Good to see you, man. He says special teams. Who's going to be the punt return kick returner looking for a big season from our special teams? The special teams can't be no worse than they were last year to start the season.
No.
However, I will give them credit. There were some big special teams plays made in the playoffs, and that's when it counted. And I give Dave Tobe a little credit, but he was being very, very pigeonholed, if I could say that. Very pigeonholed on Sky Moore being the punt returner.
Right. Do you really think that you're going to see – I doubt you're going to see RB1 out there doing kick returns again this year, right? I don't think he's going to be doing it.
I don't see that either.
I don't either. I don't think Kadarius Toney's going to be doing punt returns. I think Rich James maybe.
Oh,
He does that. He offers you that. I know they have that UDFA that is a really good kick returner, and that Nico Remigio, if he were to make the team. They have options. I mean, that Justin Watson, obviously, he's a solid punt returner, a veteran that has good hands and everything, so you don't have to worry a whole lot when he's doing it. You're not looking for anything crazy for him to bust off touchdowns on returns or anything like that, but you feel safe with it. So it's like, I think they have their options. I don't know. I doubt you see Sky Moore back there anymore. I just don't. I mean, he showed it, in the playoffs, he had some game changers as a punt returner.
Then again, they may just be like, he's got a year under his belt. He can do it. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. It'll be cool to see though.
They actually
I'm with
had
you, Brian.
they had Rashee Rice doing some punt and kickoff returns here in rookie minicamp, so you never know who you're going to see back there. But yeah, they
I'll tell you
brought
who
in
else.
Richie James for that, I believe.
We've talked about Jerry and Ely maybe squeaking onto the 53 this year, and dude, when he's on the field, he's the fastest guy on the field. He looks fastest, he looks quickest, is all there is to it. So he could be it. Just really depends on probably how the roster shakes out, right? So if he were to make the team, I expect to see him. If Richie James makes the team, I expect to see him. It just kind of depends.
Right. Missouri Sports Network says, I don't understand the O-lineman situation. They said Taylor was going to be left tackle. He's getting paid like one, and then we signed Donovan for left tackle. Wonder if a problem occurred with Taylor. Here's the deal. We've said it time and time again. We believe that Juwan Taylor was the initial plan, probably A, to go to left tackle. And then they said, hey, where we're sitting in the draft, we think we can get a left tackle. They wasn't able to do it. They got Taylor for a pretty good contract. It ended up being somewhere around that $3 to $4 million mark. It wasn't like the $9 to $11 million that was reported. So honestly, I mean, starting Donovan Smith at left tackle and keeping Juwan Taylor at his home position, which is right tackle, yeah, they overpaid him, but I mean, come on, it's the Chiefs. Can you really overpay anybody that's good enough to protect Mahomes?
But okay, now that we're saying this, because I've said the same thing, Mike. Like I've been like, man, I felt like they overpaid him and everything, right? But I want you guys to take a look at this. Let me pull this up real quick. You might change your mind a little bit because I know I have. Tell me if you guys can see this okay, Mike, because I can't see it. So let me know.
You can zoom it in just a little bit.
Oh, I went too far. Oh, here we go. Can you see that?
Yeah, a little bit.
So this is the right tackles. The right tackles contracts right now, right? So, yeah, he is paid. He's paid good. He's number 2. But at the same time, Lane Johnson makes that much. Ryan Ramczyk makes that much. Brian O'Neill, Mike McGlinchey, Braden Smith, Taylor Moton, Jack Conklin. There's a lot of right tackles that are making around that amount of money. So did they overpay him? I don't know, because I feel like he might be as good. Do you think he's in that Ryan Ramczyk tier, Mike? Or do you think he's just a little bit below it, maybe getting paid just a little too much?
Well, I don't think it's that bad, because once you see the Broncos paying Mike McGlinchey, I thought they way overpaid for McGlinchey, to be honest.
Right.
Juwan Taylor, this is his first big contract he signed after his rookie deal. I think he shows traits, and I'm with Andy and Brett Veach as well. I think out of all these guys, he is a guy that come out of college that had a little left tackle experience that I believe could make the transition if need be. So I think that's what they had to do. Lane Johnson is a left tackle, is he not?
No, he's playing right, I believe.
They've got him slated to the right side, huh?
Yes, they do. And then, so yeah, normally you don't hear Lane Johnson in that conversation, which is weird, but normally it's Ryan Ramczyk. You think he's the best right tackle in the league. That's what you hear. And that's kind of where Juwan Taylor's at with money. He's right around where he's at with the money. But then, like Mike said, Mike McGlinchey and everybody. But just kind of to give you like an idea, Juwan Taylor's obviously a better tackle than Andrew Wiley. I think he's a big step up. I mean, would you agree with me, Mike?
Yeah, for sure. He's
okay. So if you look down here at Andrew Wiley, I mean, Wiley, this is the tier he's in, right through here for a total value of, $24 million. So Juwan Taylor's making almost 4 times the amount as him. Do you think he's 4 times the tackle as Andrew Wiley?
No, not initially. I don't think he's 4 times better than Wiley. I think he's definitely an upgrade. He's probably a double the upgrade. So that would have been like 40 million-ish, 45, 50 million. And to be honest, I don't think it's actually he's guaranteed 80 million. I think 80 million's on it, but I think it's only somewhere around 60.
Guaranteed.
Right.
It's 60.
So if you look at that, 60 million compared to the 25 million, that would be doubled at 50. So they're saying he's double the tackle, which I'll give you that. If you look at all of his stats, all of his pressures, everything that he allowed in Jacksonville, I do think he's that much of an upgrade, so I'm fine with it. So if you get him to left tackle for that money, you just got to steal. I mean, you got to steal for that money.
Right.
If you got to keep him at right tackle, yeah, he's highly paid. But we've been telling you guys all the time, every 3 years, this market gets reset. Boom, 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 boom. Like, it's going to get reset. You're not going to sign guys for cheaper. Every other year, everything is just getting out of control. Look how much they're paying a running back in Baltimore right now. They just give a running back $276 million guaranteed. So it's getting insane. But, yeah, I'm under the firm belief, Missouri Sports Network, that I think Juwan Taylor is paid right, and I believe if he stays at right tackle, he's still worth the money.
Right. Drayson Michael says first time getting here live. Still a little late though. Better late than never, baby. That's all that matters. Glad you finally caught us live. That's awesome. Good to have you here. So welcome.
Welcome, Jason.
Chris Wright with the freaking Juwan Taylor and Donovan Smith bomb here. Taylor and Donovan Smith.
Who's playing where?
Who's playing where? I don't know. I'll tell you what, man. That's the mystery, right? I think it is going to be what it is right now, and I don't know. I mean, honestly, wouldn't you feel more comfortable about the entire setup, like going in, like your offensive line, starting offensive line? I feel like I'd be pretty comfortable with Smith on the left side and Juwan Taylor on the right, as opposed to where we were back before they signed Donovan Smith, and we were like, man, we got this right tackle going to left tackle, and now we got to plug in a right tackle with, yeah. So, I mean, I do feel more comfortable with that. I'm okay with it because I feel like overall it's an upgrade from last year's offensive line, and we won a Super Bowl with last year's offensive line, guys. So everybody talk trash on Orlando Brown and Andrew Wiley all they want, but we won a Super Bowl with them too, and I think we've upgraded. So that's good. That's good.
Hey, was it because of those two, or was it in spite of those two? That's another day. That's another day. Reach is here. Reach says, "What's up, fellas?"
Come on, Reach.
What's up, Reach? Good
How you
to
doing,
see you here,
bud?
brother. Chris, I appreciate your donation, by the way. I don't even think I
Yeah.
said that. I kind of scoped over that. I was letting Steve do the talking.
You should
I
just,
appreciate you.
Chris, if you don't already know that we just infinitely appreciate you, then I don't know what to do for you, man. I'd give you a hug if I could.
Yeah, we'll give you a little virtual hug. Puro with a $4.99. Appreciate you, brother. Thanks for being
Appreciate
here.
you.
Thanks for being
Absolutely.
here. Good to see you.
Welcome.
Amelia says, "What's up, everybody?" What's up, Amelia? Glad to have you
Amelia's
here.
in the house.
Yeah, we got a lot of people here. We got a lot of people here tonight. There's 89 in here. If you guys don't care, take a second, hit that thumbs up button on the chat. I think you got to close the
Right.
chat out, then hit the thumbs up, and then open the chat back up.
Right.
Because of YouTube. That's what YouTube
KCDC
does.
says there's only 11 likes. Give these guys a thumbs up. If there's only 11, I'm a little disappointed. Not gonna lie.
Okay, this is the thing about YouTube. It doesn't do an updated boom boom boom. So you'd have to refresh, then come back. So YouTube's got so many problems with YouTube they need to get their hands on. I know they hear me talk trash about them all the time.
They got to get into the year 2023, man. They're behind. Like,
Get
what
it
are they doing?
together. Dude, you ever watch anything on TikTok lives? Like, you can just sit there and give infinite thumbs ups. And it's awesome. Like, you can just let people know that you're supporting them.
Lego says, think Chris Jones will start to resent the front office if Frank Clark isn't brought back. I don't think he would resent them. I think, he might be a little bummed out, but I think as far as it goes, right? Everybody wants their boy back. Everybody, is falling in love with Frank Clark over the last year, even people that didn't like him, like myself. I was not a fan. But now I'd be super happy if he were to come back on another little 1-year deal or something. And of course they have, Frank brings a lot to that locker room, obviously. All those guys respect him and love him. So, you definitely want somebody like that on your team if they can be there. And then he's going to show out for you in the playoffs. But Chris Jones being resentful, I don't think so. I think they know it's kind of a business thing, and I don't think they get resentful about things like that. But, I think he'd be bummed out.
I think if Frank Clark comes back, you're going to see a move on that defensive line that people would not expect. And that's where I'll leave it. I think I'm going to run it by Steve as a video idea this week, a long form video idea. We may throw it on the podcast video. We're going to start releasing those on Sunday. No, podcast's going to be Monday mornings, right? 6 a.m.
Yes.
Steve. So yeah, if you guys love podcast style, we're going to release a podcast style video that we usually put on Spotify. We're just going to record it, throw it on YouTube in case you want to watch YouTube podcast.
Yeah,
so
YouTube decided to put a podcast tab on here, so that's what we're going to do.
Yeah, so we'll use it, and we'll let you guys drink your coffee, wake up with All Chiefed Up on Monday mornings, and I think we may do a Thursday morning podcast as well.
Yeah, we're actually talking about doing 1 hour podcast for Monday mornings at 6 a.m., Thursday mornings at 6 a.m. That way, you guys can, a couple times a week, just get the full deal, if you want to pop some headphones in at work and just listen to it. Or whatever. Hey, I think, this is completely off subject. I'm sorry. It just popped in my head and I have ADD, obviously. But did you guys, is the pizza emoji working? I made a pizza emoji earlier and I don't know if it works or not. I wanted to see it. I don't know because like I told you guys, I don't do stuff like that, but I just kind of threw it in there. If it's out there to use, click it. If it's not, let me know. Might have to get approved or something first. Oh, I see the pizza.
Whoa.
Are there two?
There's two. There's one with like a drippy pizza, and then Hefe threw up like maybe the drippy pizza is what the members get, right? I don't know how this is
What?
working.
Is there a pizza emoji on just a phone? Probably.
Yeah,
I
probably.
never looked. Okay, yeah, I don't remember. I think the one that's facing to the like the point to the left is the one that I made.
Like the drippy cheese. The drippy cheese?
Yeah. That's the one I made. Okay, it's cool. It works.
Dang,
Good.
drippy cheese.
We
So with
now
that
have a
being
drippy
said,
cheese pizza.
We have a drippy
Little
cheese
pepperoni
pizza.
action.
That's all we talk about here is pizza, man. That's all we're talking about is pizza. I love it. Gary says, Stephen Mike, do you see any UDFAs possibly making the team this year? Yes, a few, actually.
Yeah, I think so.
Deneric Prince has a pretty good shot. We've talked about him running back out of Tulane. We just hit the century mark, by the way. Just wanted to say that. And then
Nice.
I think we also have another corner here out of K-State. Eku Boy Doe. I think's how he pronounces it. The Chiefs are actually looking at him, possibly going to give him a contract offer here pretty soon. He was at rookie minicamp. They didn't want him to go to other teams' rookie minicamps this week. He was scheduled to go somewhere else for a minicamp, and they were like, look, we want to sign you to this roster. So I think they're going to throw him out a little bit of money. All these guys got a good chance of making this. Brent Veach does a good job of finding talent. I'll give him that. He finds talent where people don't think there's talent.
That was so we're probably going to try to release one short a week too. We're trying to get a good schedule together for you guys where everybody knows what content we're coming out with. Trying to give you as much content as we possibly can. That's that we can do and make it kind of standard. That way you guys know when stuff comes out. But either way, short idea for this week, Mike. I'm just going to throw it out there in front of everybody. I think we should take a past look at people that were UDFAs that were impactful for the Chiefs.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a great idea for a short, actually. We're also working on all of our players. Any player that we drafted, certain players that we want to pick out of the UDFA, probably we're going to do Deneric Prince, probably some of these other guys. We'll probably pick a few out of a hat, but we're also going to do the player videos. That's going to come out soon. We're thinking about releasing those on like Sunday mornings, give you guys some kind of content on Sunday. I know nobody releases nothing on Sunday mornings before you get up, start your day. Maybe you go to church.
So you come here to the tailgate,
Yeah.
and then the next morning when you wake up and you're just like hungover from the tailgate, you drink your coffee and listen and watch a video. That'd be good. I'm down with that.
For sure, man. I think that's a good idea. So we got a lot of stuff coming. Maddie throws out the 5 bomb and says, Piro, stop spoiling the surprises. Anyways, love you all, Chiefed Up girlies.
That's my daughter.
Your
my daughter gave me $5.
My niece, Maddie, gives me $5. That's
pretty awesome.
That's the nicest thing you've done for me, Maddie.
It is. I've spent probably $1 million on this girl since she was 1, so I'll take the 5. We'll get it back.
Hey,
we'll get it back $5 at a time.
She's asking for that as soon as this is over.
This is a true story, guys. So I told I don't know if I told you guys this or not yet, but I did. I've been working on a Discord that's for members only, for our YouTube members only can go to Discord. That way we can have our community go 24/7 basically. If you guys want to go talk over there, you can go talk over there, and it'll be a way to get in touch with us and when we're not live and things like that. So I thought it would be a cool idea to go ahead and have that for just the members. I'm so old that I had to look at my 14-year-old daughter and be like, hey, can you help me make this Discord? Because I don't get it.
Oh,
like,
wait.
I'm old.
So Maddie says, Puro, stop spoiling the surprise. And Puro tweeted, I got that Discord server, guys. She totally ratted out the Discord. That's what it is. So, yeah, okay, so Puro breaks
If
the
you see anything crazy on there, I have her as an admin at the moment just because she was helping do some things.
Oh,
so if she does something crazy, just forgive me. That's not me. It's a 14-year-old. But either way,
Missouri
if you
Sports
guys
Network says he has a Discord.
So we got that on there. Like I said, it's in the infant stages, right? Trying to get it all together. So if that's something that you guys do with Discord, make sure to go check that out. I'll get that link posted sometime in the community tab. And also, if any of you guys are really familiar with Discord or good at it or know how that works, because I just told you guys I'm old and I don't, we're looking for some admins for that. So if you guys are interested in doing that, hit us up at allchiefedup@gmail.com if you guys are good with that, and we can get you guys over there and as admins, and we can make that a cool little spot for our members to hang out, man. Thought it'd be neat.
Yeah, for sure. I like that idea. I think that's one thing me and Steve's talked about. Like, we're trying to grow this as a beautiful community. So we want you guys to be just as involved with our channel as we are. There's Maddie right there.
The Discord queen.
Yeah, so we want you guys to be just involved as we are. So any ideas? You guys want to be mods? If you guys want to be, help with the Discord. If you guys just got any ideas, hit us up, allchiefedup@gmail.com. We'll grow this thing together. We're just one big happy Chiefs family over here.
Also, Alex Smith tier and up. So Chris Wright, that's you for sure. And then I think I don't think Ty's here tonight. either way, we want to get that monthly Zoom call probably in this week, man. So if you can like let us know like maybe what time is good for you to do that, because obviously we don't know your all schedules. We'll try to make it work and get that done this week too. That'd be cool.
Yep, 100%. We'll get that going soon too. We got some stuff to run by you guys. We're gonna have a little meeting of the minds here with you guys. Has anybody seen Ty? We haven't seen. He wasn't here on Tuesday either. I hope he's doing okay. He said he was recovering from a sickness.
Stomach
He
flu.
said he had the flu or something, right? So I hope he's good.
Hopefully he's doing good.
If anybody knows how to get in touch with him, actually, I may just send him an email.
We have his email address.
I'll craft him an email from the entire Saturday Night Tailgate crew.
Mike's going to start harassing you guys. Watch out if you're not here. Mike's going to email you and be like, dude, what are you okay?
I'm not harassing you. I'm just going to say, hey, man,
I'm playing. Nah, I'd check on him.
It's like family here. Like, we're going.
All right, I'm lost in the chat, Mike. I'm going to let you keep doing what you were doing,
I'm just at the very bottom, man. I'm just going to pick the last one. He says, Chris Wright says, Thursday Zoom call, 8 p.m. Kentucky time. It's just a suggestion. Yep, that's something we can do.
Down.
You can write that down. Right now, it's a small Zoom call. There's only 2 people in that top tier. I think the top 2 tiers
if that's
get the
something
Zoom call.
It's top 2. Right. So if you guys are interested in doing like the monthly Zoom call, which is just direct contact with us, where we'll probably talk about everything you guys want to talk about, personal stuff, whatever it might be. And then we'll also probably kind of put our heads together and see how we can grow this channel and what's good for content, what do you guys want to see, things like that. So if that's something you're interested in, go ahead and bump up your membership from the Matt Castle tier to the Alex Smith tier or above, and you can get that Zoom call as well. But yeah, so that's cool.
Yep. Okay. Lego says, thoughts on what Spags will do with this young defense if the train starts falling off the track. I tell you what, we do have a young defense across the board. I think this year, actually, yeah, I'm just gonna say it. I think this year, I think our defense is going to live or die based on how well these rookies go into their second year on the DB side. So your McDuffies, your Jalen Watsons, your Josh Williams, are those guys, even Brian Cook, are those guys going to be able to step up in their second year and not have that sophomore slump? That goes for Justin Reed too. He's been here 1 year. This will be his second year in the defense. He'll be better. And then also, I believe these linebackers, man, we have got a good linebacker core right now. They brought in a lot of UDFAs. You got Cam Jones out of Indiana. You've got Isaiah Moore out of North Carolina State. I think both of those guys can make the roster if they're given the chance. So, dude, Leo's going to step up big this year, I believe. I really do. We're building a top 10 defense here in Kansas City.
I'm pumped about it, dude. That's what I was getting ready to say. Everybody's like, man, let's get Mahomes a top 10 defense. I think we got him one. If everything gets put together right, I mean, we're building a beast of a defense. And we got Spags, man. Y'all can hate on him all you want, but I love the man. I think he's a freaking genius at that defensive coordinator spot. I mean, he's proved it over the years. He's got 3 rings, I think. Might have more than that, 3 or 4. But the dude's a monster, man. So I'm pretty pumped about this defense coming up. Definitely.
Yeah, I think our defense looks good, man. I think it's going to be a good year. Kip with a 10 bomb. Kip
nice.
With the 10. He says Saturday night tailgate. Kip, so glad to have
Heck yeah,
you here.
Kip. We appreciate you, man. Man.
Definitely appreciate you guys.
The Saturday night tailgate. Saturday night tailgate's awesome. I do like it. Like at first I was like, man, it's committing to Saturday nights, that's a task. But you know, I'm digging it, man. I like hanging out with you guys. I look forward to it. So we also do Tuesdays. If you guys don't know that, if you're new to the channel, we also do Tuesday nights. I think we do that from 7 p.m. Eastern time to 9 p.m. Eastern time.
Yeah, Tuesday's a little earlier.
We do it a little earlier. We try not to cross over with Cole. How about those Chiefs? He goes live around 9, so we just kind of go before him. You guys can hang out with us. Going over there, hang out with him, just make a night out of it, man. Just have some fun talking about the Chiefs, baby. But yeah, we appreciate you, Kip. Thanks for the 10, man.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely appreciate that one. Javier's in the house. I just now seen Javier. He says,
Javier.
What's up, Javier?
I'm going to call him Javi. That's his new name from me.
I like that name.
I haven't seen Julia Gulia today. What's going on with that?
I haven't either.
Might want to email her and check. I'm just kidding.
I'm not emailing everybody.
I'm kidding.
Javi, man. Name, Steve, who's the most famous Javi you can think of from your childhood? Because I've got one right here.
Lopez?
Javi Lopez, catcher for the Braves.
Catcher. Yeah.
Dude, we grew up in Kentucky,
He's
so
a beast.
The only baseball we could watch on local television before they come out with all the other stuff was we had TBS would play the Braves and WGN would play the Cubs. And then, of course, nobody wanted to play the Cincinnati Reds, even though they were right up the road. They suck. They continue to suck. So, yeah, dude, we used to watch the Braves all the time back when the Braves were good in the 90s.
That's what was on TV. You got the Braves, you got the Yankees, maybe. That was about it. Not hardly the Royals at all, man. So we didn't get to watch much Royals stuff until, you could get online.
Kitten Videos. That's a cool name. Thank you. I'm thinking that your channel is probably about
subscribe.
kitten videos. Do you think Sean Payton will coach the Broncos to a winning record? That's a
Possibly.
tough task. That's a tough.
But no. Just a winning record. So do you consider 500 a winning record? Well, you can't be 500. They have 17 games. Okay, so it would be like a 9-8 record. Could he do that? Yeah, I think so. I mean, let's be honest here. Denver looked like trash last year, but they do have some good players. They don't have bad players. It was just a freaking train wreck last year. Absolutely was. And Sean Payton is obviously a good coach. I think he's going to change that culture. It might not happen this year, but they are going to get better, and we better start watching out because we can't let that streak end. It's been going on forever. So we gotta stay on our toes there. But could he get them to a winning record? Yeah, I think so. I think he could get them to 9-8. It's a possibility. Do I think it's a high possibility? No, but not this year anyway.
Yeah, I think he could get there. This year, I don't know about it. They're taking two big L's when they play the Chiefs. So
Hey.
that ain't happening.
Kevin Cable, what's going on, Kevin? Nice to see you, man. He says Bengals going to get wrecked in week 1 by the Browns. You're probably right. They can't beat the Browns, right? They're like Joe Burrow's like 1-4 versus the Browns. So from a group of people that want to talk trash about, oh, we're 3-1 against the Chiefs, you can't beat the Browns. Like if that really mattered that much, you really suck because you can't beat the Browns.
Yeah, that's what I say. Every time he's like 3-1 against Mahomes, I'm like, dude, you were like 0-3 against who? Baker Mayfield? The dude hasn't beat Baker Mayfield, I don't think. Somebody have to fact check me on it.
Hey, Chris Wright says Kitten Videos, turn on that gifting. So yeah, guys, if you're new here and you don't have a membership, Chris and some other guys, they gift them out all the time. Make sure you go up to the top where that gift comes up, click it, and hit that you accept gifts on YouTube. That way you guys can get a membership.
Right.
From their generosity.
William, good to see you, brother. He says, I
What's
can't
up,
believe
William?
the hype level for this time of year. When you're the Super Bowl champs, it's 24/7, 365 hype.
Right.
Dude,
I mean,
just
are you
look
not
at-
excited about it? Like when I start thinking about it, like you think you'd be footballed out by now, right? Like it's just like not footballed out because that's impossible. But you think you'd just be like you'd want a minute, like it's off season, it's like whatever. But no, man, I think about it and I'm like, I'm seeing how this roster's coming together. I'm seeing some of these possibilities from these guys we picked up, the guys we drafted, the UDFAs. And I'm excited, man. I'm just super excited to see how it all plays out. And to me, it's like the offseason, the most fun part of the offseason is watching those position battles and just seeing what the coaches see and seeing how everything plays out and how they piece it together, man. It's just interesting to me. I'm kind of a nerd when it comes to that part.
Yeah,
It's just cool.
Ozark Hillbillies in the house. What's
What's
up,
up, Ozark?
Drayson said, thanks, Mike Williams. It's appreciated. I threw out a gifted sub. Drayson got it. I appreciate you, Drayson. And there you go. Chris has also got a gifted sub out there. You guys got to turn them gifted subs on. There's one more on the board right now.
Absolutely. Just a reminder from Lego here. Be polite in the chat. Don't be putting crazy stuff in the chat because they will put you in timeout, son. They won't mess around.
Bum, bum,
Chris has got that crazy trigger finger with the timeout. He don't take no crap. Let's see. Hefe says a sleeper might be the Saints too. I think the Saints will be a better team this year than they were last year because I think Derek Carr overall gives you a little more stability than Jameis, right?
Yep.
So I don't think it'll be anything groundbreaking, but they do have a good team, and I think it'll help.
Yep. Colleen, hey Colleen, how are you? She says no fact checking needed. You're right. He's 0-3 against Baker Mayfield. Okay, so see, according to Bengals fans, Baker Mayfield is the best quarterback to ever play football.
Right.
Congratulations. That's why you can't say Patrick Mahomes is 1-3. Who cares? I can name like 10 players Michael Jordan never beat in his career.
Hey,
does that mean they're better?
What's funny is, are they still going to be doing it when we're 3-2 after we beat them this season? Are they still going to be like, well, we got one more? Like, who cares? Shut up.
What's going to happen
going
in 3
on, Veta?
years? What's up, Veta?
Good to see you, Veta. Hey, Veta, I don't know if you got to see it, but we posted something for you in the members only community tab. So We went to Whataburger the other day. We had to call you and Cole out. We had to let you guys know
Yeah.
what it's about. It's better than Sonic.
We had to let you know about those delicious. Man, me and Steve opted for we only get the Whataburger like what, once a month maybe? Something about
like
that.
that,
That's about
maybe.
average. So we had to opt for the triple cheeseburger. And my God, that thing was this
Jeez.
tall.
It was huge.
We usually eat half and take half home. We found ourselves at the end of the night, smashed the entire burger. We were like, did we just do that? We were like, yeah, let's go get another. We didn't, but we could have. William
Did smash the
William
entire
says
triple burger though.
we did. Mahomes has a chance of winning against all 31 opposing teams. You're right. If he beats the Vikings, I actually had the Vikings as a possible upset over the Chiefs on the schedule. But now that I know if Mahomes beats them, he beats all 31, I think that's enough incentive for him to go out and put a whooping on him.
Right? Why wouldn't you just? You have to like if he knows that. I wonder if he knows that. You know, like I don't know if he like would know that random fact, but if he does, that's definitely some incentive, like you said.
I hear you. Kip says, ACU, thank you guys. You guys are great. Golden Chris. Thanks, Kip.
Hey,
we
thank you,
appreciate
Kip,
you
for the support, man.
Hey, man, we wouldn't
Yeah.
even be here. We wouldn't even be having a Saturday night tailgate if it wasn't for all you guys. You guys are what makes us click. Like, for real. Like, we're just
Absolutely.
two idiots on here talking.
Hey,
do you guys-
we have a good time, man. We love it. We look forward to it.
Do you guys like the new All Chiefed Up sign I had made?
I
guys
do.
see
Your
this?
guitar's kind of in the way.
I'm trying to move it. Hold up. Let me move it just a little bit. Oh, I don't want to knock it down. Oh.
It's pretty sweet, actually. I want one. I need one to go back here. I have this little like marquee sign, but I need like maybe that, like something like that back there.
I've got my other one. I can either give it to you. I was thinking about just putting it up. Some people asked me if I was going to sell it now that I'm not using it anymore, and I was like,
I think you should give it away. Maybe
we should just do a cool giveaway. That would be cool.
Something else that we talked about. We're going to start doing a giveaway once a month on our members only stuff too. So whether it's a jersey or maybe like something else like that, y'all let us know what you all would want to win once a month. And we're going to have a giveaway in every members only live stream, which we do on the first Thursday of every month is what we're planning to do. So
I know what we're giving away
know what you
first
guys would
week.
like.
First giveaway, Steve. I already got it. We're going to do a $50 gift card to Whataburger in honor of Veta.
And then we're going to rig it. We're going to rig it to where Veta wins.
Yeah. And then I'm also going to rig it to where you swipe your $50 at Whataburger and it declines it. You actually just have to pay for that deliciousness.
Just kidding. Go to Sonic. See ya.
Yeah. That's rude.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Oh, she knows we're joking. Man, I love the pizza emoji. I'm just going to say that one more time.
Me too.
Proud
I'm
of
seeing the
myself.
pizza. I'm seeing the pizza. It's beautiful. We still got other emojis. What were the other emojis people were wanting? They were wanting a Stella emoji. That would be hilarious.
I was trying to work on a couple today, but like I said, I'm
ketchup?
not good at this.
The
Yeah, a
ketchup?
ketchup bottle. I'm looking at the ketchup bottle and the Diet Mountain Dew one because Chris was joking about that. So I think that would be funny.
Hey.
But the thing is, like, the emojis are so small. It's like, can you even tell what it is when we make a Mountain Dew can or even their logo that tiny? Can you even tell what it is?
Well, we're about to have we're going to do the orange W for Whataburger for Veta. That'll be a new one. I wonder if Whataburger will sponsor us if we make an emoji or if they will sue us. Which one of the two will happen first? Sued or sponsored?
Brett Holloway. What's going on, Brett? Good to see you, man. We are not in South Carolina, if that's what you're saying. We're actually in Kentucky, right by Louisville. So Louisville, not Louisville or Louisville, but Louisville. But yeah, that's where we're at, man. South Carolina. Been to South Carolina. He said his son lives in Easley, South Carolina. We've been that way a few times, but
Love South Carolina. Love it.
yeah.
It's my favorite beach. My favorite beach, Hilton Head. It's the most
Hilton Head.
beautiful beach,
Yeah.
man. It is.
I knew you were gonna say that.
I want to move there if I could. You'd never get me off the beach. Lewis, what's up, brother? He says, so what? Do you guys think the Chiefs record will be this year? I'm thinking 14-3.
I like that.
We like that. We think it's between 13-4, 14-3. Of course, crap happens. And you're an injury, you're a bad play, you're a Colts, throw a fake flag on
Chris Jones for hurting people's feelings.
for saying a word that we don't even know what he said. They've still not told us what that word was to this day. How bad could it be? These are grown men that, might I say, if I walk into an elementary school, I'm going to hear about every word under the sun these days. So what is that grown man going to say to another grown man, Steve, that could make you lose a football game? It's unacceptable.
Oh, it's crazy. Crazy, crazy. Brian Parrott says, hit that like button. That's right, guys. If you guys have not hit that like button yet, just take a second to go do that. It helps us out tremendously. And then also, if you guys are new to the channel, welcome. We appreciate you being here. Hope you're having a good time. Don't be afraid to get in the chat. We have awesome people in our chat. A great community built up. So make sure you get over there and talk, and hit that sub button. Hit the bell. That way you can know when we go live and everything. Come hang out with us more often. We appreciate you.
Yes. What Steve said.
What I said.
You did such a good job. I didn't even need to add
I got
to
to
it.
check it out. Honored to be called out by my voice. Yeah, you do got to check it out. You do.
It's all
I think you'll learn. I think you'll learn that, man, Sonic Burger's good, but Whataburger's just a little bit better.
Hefe says, cool sign. I appreciate you. I think that is a cool sign. And my other sign, I mean, you'll see it. If you go back and watch any old videos, you'll see it. It lights up all different color LEDs. It's a metal sign. It's got LED on the back. Somebody custom made it for me. But I've got if you can't tell, my wall is a dark blue, like a navy blue. I have a navy blue and white theme. And so the color didn't like to play off the navy blue. So that's why I opted for this one. And like Steve said, may do a nice giveaway with it. That's kind of cool. Who don't want an all chiefed up sign, LED sign in your house? I know Ty would love that. Ty's got a house full of it.
I feel like I'm missing
with
chats.
Brett with a gifted sub. Appreciate you, Brett.
Nice.
He got gifted
Thanks,
one.
Brett.
He gives one away, and that's how we do
Very
it
nice.
here.
Heck yeah, that's awesome. So yeah, make sure if you guys didn't catch it, we're gonna try to give something away every members only live stream. So just throw some ideas out there in the chat. That way we know what you guys want, whether it's a jersey of your choice, or maybe something that we come up with on our own, like a mystery jersey or this or that, or something else.
Maybe we get our hands on a nice piece of autographed memorabilia from a Chiefs player.
Yeah, something like that.
I can do that. That is a possibility.
We have some.
Yeah. I mean,
So,
I've got a few connections.
I don't know if what's her name? Why am I forgetting her name? Trish. She's normally in the chat. I don't think she's here tonight, but she actually won our mystery box from our 1,000th subscriber. She won that mystery box, and she got a little mini football signed by Travis Kelce. So pretty cool. We didn't have like the it wasn't certified and all that crap, because it was just literally we handed it to him and he signed it and gave it back to us. We didn't, but
we also got Trey Smith to sign her her
right.
little, what do they give you? Like when you go to the camp, they give you like
The program.
The program. Trey Smith signed that, so she actually got both of those in the $100 mystery box.
Chris,
Steve, are you seeing what I'm seeing?
Right, with 100 bomb.
Legend
himself. Chris, you're amazing, bro. He says, no cryptic message, just how the Do Brothers keep it at ACU tailgate night. Heck yeah, man. We're loving it, dude. And it was your all's idea, Chris. You might have been the first one that came up with it. Saturday nights. Loving it. Having a good time, man. But you're awesome, dude. Thanks for your support, dude. I know we say it a lot, but we mean it. You're amazing.
Legend. That's just all it is.
Legendary.
It's just legend.
Legendary. What are you doing, Mike? You look lost. I thought you was getting ready to click a new comment, so I wasn't doing it.
No, I was trying to bring something up on the screen, but I couldn't get it to bring up.
Oh.
So,
Lewis says, never been to Whataburger, but of course only one near me is in KC, and that's a 3-hour drive. Yeah, it's not worth driving 3 hours, Lewis, but if you're ever that way, check it out, man.
I will say we drive 2 hours to get to our Whataburger in Nashville.
Yeah, but we don't go just for that. But I probably wouldn't be opposed to it. Like, I feel like I could, if I really wanted it, I'd probably drive down there.
Me and Kayla, the girlfriend, actually drove down one time to have Whataburger. We had no job. We drove down there to do it.
I don't blame you. I mean, I would too. Why not? Jan Frag Gable with the 20 bomb. We appreciate you, Jan. Jan's longtime supporter of the channel. She's been around since day one. Always around, consistent, very consistent, and awesome. We appreciate you, Jan, a lot.
Dude, I tell you what, can we take a second to brag on our people, by the way?
Yes, did.
The Gary Hollands, the Veta Mannings, the Jan Fry Gables, Chris, Brian Parrott, all of you guys, Cindy, you name it. I could just go down the list. I could
Jack
just keep
Green.
going. But you guys are always here.
David
you guys
Howe.
always you watch our videos, you share us, you give us money. I mean, that's cool. That helps us keep going. It helps us grow. Love you guys. Appreciate it for real. Like, we cannot say enough good stuff because without you guys, there's no us. Obviously, like, we could always record a video and throw it up on YouTube and 3 people could watch it and nobody could care. And they could be like, hey, you guys suck. But you guys choose to embrace our suck and and you show up anyway. And we appreciate it. And we love you guys for real. Like, so just wanted to say thanks because if we don't say it enough.
I've said it a lot tonight, but man, we look forward to hanging out with you guys on Saturday nights and on Tuesday nights, just talking with you guys because we think you guys are amazing. Like the little community we've got built, you guys are amazing, and I want to keep it growing. I want more awesome people in here with us.
For sure. Veta says she would just like to have some ACU gear giveaway.
We could do that.
We talked about that too. At least once or twice a month, maybe doing a T-shirt, something like that for members only.
Hey,
we may even throw that out.
Check out who snuck in, Mike. Lenny's in the house. Lenny is in the house with a freaking 50 bomb, bro, right off the bat. That's an entrance.
Lenny.
That's an entrance, Lenny.
Lenny just bust up in here. Lenny's like, he's kicking it down. He's kicking the wall down like Big Red, like the Kool-Aid man himself.
The Kool-Aid man.
And he says, $50. Take this.
Man, good to see you, Lenny.
Lenny,
I was wondering about you, man. I was like, it's Saturday night and I ain't seen Lenny yet. So I'm happy to see you, man. Hope you're doing good. Jack Green with the 3 bomb.
I totally knocked that off.
Jack Green with the 3 bomb. We appreciate you, Jack. You're freaking awesome too, dude. Jack's
the man.
He's another one. He's been around supporting for a while. Dude, you guys are legends. I love all of you.
Stephen James. He's usually in the chat. Don't see him tonight. Yeah. But dude, he sent us Eagles tears in the mail so I could drink some flavored milk. Thanks to that guy, I've been sick for a week.
Cobra Kai Ty, he's got us some stuff in the mail.
Ty's awesome.
Hopefully he's doing okay. Don't forget to send him an email. I think that you definitely need to see. Check it on him.
Dave says he has a football autograph by Lynn Dawson. That would be sick. I want a Lynn Dawson. Something like that would be sick. Chris Wright says ACU merch giveaway members only call. On members only call. That's a good idea. So if we do a members, so that just means Chris gets an ACU merch. I think he's the only one on the call. Besides,
I don't think he's talking about the Zoom call.
Cobra Kai.
Yeah, that's awesome. But yeah, we definitely want to give something away just once a month. Like I said, maybe we'll switch it up.
That's a cool idea. A canvas that says ACU. That's
pretty sweet
too. Steve, write these down. We're gonna forget these.
I'm going to keep track of this. But yeah, maybe we can do something different every month. That way, it's not like every month we give you a jersey, like that you can pick out. That's cool and all. But why don't we switch it up? Like 1 month a jersey, 1 month some of our memorabilia. And, something different every month. I think it'd be fun. It'd be cool.
Right.
Keep it interesting.
Cindy says
Cindy is a loyal stalker.
She is.
Love it. Was it Cindy that took forever to get in the chat and finally did it? She finally took the plunge.
I'm not for sure.
And now she's in here like a champ. I think
we've had a few.
Hefe.
Go ahead. You're fine.
Hefe says I like seeing different Chiefs YouTubers collab. Yeah, man, we try to do that as much as possible. We've talked about last time. We're supposed to be doing one with Cole soon over at How About Those Chiefs. So hopefully we can get that together, like maybe a live stream where we can just talk to you guys, have some fun. That'd be awesome. We're also probably going to get something lined up with Kylie Winfrey. I'm sorry. She got married and I keep getting her name wrong. But Kylie Winfrey from Kingdom Cast. She's a good friend of ours. So
we should bring
Kylie Lance from the Spoken.
We might bring Kylie on a live one time. That might be better than doing a video, right? That way she can just talk to everybody.
I'm good with that. Yeah, it'd be cool. Maybe we can do the video with Lance, get Kylie on a live. Just kind of mix it up, man. There's a lot of good people doing Chiefs stuff, man, and it's cool to get them in. Which we've already had some live streams during the draft. Right before the draft, we had Ryan and Daniel from RGR both on. Those are good guys. So, yeah, we try to do that as much as possible with other people doing the same stuff we're doing, man. It's fun.
Yeah, Lance is a good dude. Lance, if you don't follow him, the Spoken, he's cool.
He catches a lot of crap, I've noticed. But
Kylie's awesome.
He's allowed to have his opinions. That's
I meant to show this to everybody the other day. Chris sent us some pictures, man. He went to last year's kickoff game against the Cardinals. Has a nice picture of Mahomes here.
Was this this was the season opener, right?
Yeah, it was the opener. Here he is. Chris is in the White House jersey.
Check out that jersey, bro. That's sick.
That's a sick jersey, dude. I got to get one of those.
That's awesome, dude. Yeah.
Mahomes high school jersey. I mean, come on. I bet everybody in that place, like Cardinals fans, were like, who in the world's this guy with White House? Unless it says Mahomes on the back. I guess it could.
I dig that a lot.
I still want to get Mahomes black Texas Tech jersey. Like that Texas Tech jersey.
Dude, I want that
sick,
too.
Dude.
I'm right there with you. I've been eyeballing that bad boy.
And then Chris also sends this in 3-time Super Bowl champs. He's got the tickets from all the
Dude,
Super Bowls.
That's sick, bro.
Oh man, he's got Kelsey getting ready to like pull out the stanky leg. That's awesome, man.
That's awesome, dude. I really like that. That's sick.
Chris, that's awesome, dude. Thanks for sending those in. Yeah, if you guys got any pictures, if you guys got any
Game day pics,
game day pics, anything with our name, like if you got our merch, you want to send that in and show it. Doesn't matter. We're going to show them up. Ty even sent out some pictures of his house where he's got like a cool looking place with all of his stuff. Send those in, man. We'll get it to you.
His house is like the ultimate Chiefs fan man cave, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Crazy. All right, where are we at here, man? Where are we at?
I'll pick one here. We got Kevin in the house. What's up, Kevin? Kevin says Colin Cowherd ranked the Chiefs playmakers as the 10th best in the AFC. Also says he's all in on the Chargers. The media has been all in on the Chargers since 2001. They've yet to win anything. Anybody that says the Chargers are going to win can just suck it. They're horrible. The Chargers suck. Chiefs playmakers 10. Okay, look. Kadarius Toney and Pacheco, I don't think we're 10. Can you name 10 better teams, offensive teams in the AFC?
So my thing is, like, I understand that they took a tick down when we lost Tyreek Hill on the playmaker stuff, but we still got Travis Kelce. And you got Kadarius Toney who can do some crazy things. You got Sky Moore who you're going to see this year can do some crazy things. I don't think 10 is right. Now, if you want to go between 5 and 10, I could roll with that because you do have teams out there like the Bengals that just have like a ridiculous wide receiver room and stuff like that.
I think the Bills.
The Bills. Yeah, you got some teams, dude. The Chiefs got their work cut out for them. I mean, they went through the gauntlet this year to win the Super Bowl, and they're going to have to do it again because there are some good teams. As much as we hate them, the Bengals are a good team. As much as we hate them, the Bills are a good team. You just got, I mean, the AFC is loaded, man. And, yeah, but I don't know if I would go all the way to 10.
Cole says, I'm interested to know what Felix signs for. Again, I think George Karlaftis signed for $11 million last year, somewhere around that $11 million mark. I'd say
probably around that.
Probably pretty similar, may even be 12. Every year things go up. That's just the way it is.
Brenda Pike with the 10 bomb just because it's Saturday. That's freaking awesome. We appreciate you, Brenda.
Dude, Saturdays are just Saturdays hit differently. Saturdays hit differently, Steve.
They do. I'm loving it, man. Yeah, I've got all the kids here this weekend. We were having a blast running around and just being stupid today, pretty much.
You know what you guys needed? You needed me to come over with some giant pizza, a giant New York pizza.
Man, I got a picture. I'm going to see if I can pull it up.
That's what I needed to do.
I got a picture earlier. So I had a little man. He's wearing his Chiefs shirt, too, in this picture. But him and the girls were outside playing in water because it was warm here. It was like 86 today. And they were outside playing in a water sprinkler. And that poor little man didn't stand a chance with his sisters. You know, he was just getting... I'll pull the picture up here in a minute. Let me get it all on here. You go ahead.
Yep. Brian says, silver and gold I have none, but as such as I have, I give unto thee, ACU. Appreciate you, Brian. You know what? Yeah, you don't have to give money to get love from us. You know what helps us just as much? Hitting the like button, watching the video. Do you know the biggest thing that helps you on YouTube is just to literally click the like button, put a little comment, and just watch the video? Like, just watch. If it's a 10-minute video, watch 10 minutes. Even if you don't want to watch it, you're like, hey, these guys are talking about stuff that I already know about. I've only got to watch for 3 minutes. But just letting the video play for a few extra minutes, that helps us. Believe it or not, that really helps. It's insane how much that helps.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lewis says, I have an autograph from Priest. He was visiting the hospital in Springfield and signed a picture for me. He was one of the most down-to-earth players. I don't know if I was in the hospital and I seen the Priest walk in. I don't know if I'd feel good about my chances.
Might freak you out a little bit.
But, hey, that's a cool story, man, for real.
Yeah, that's awesome. Man, we one time actually just randomly, we were at Top Golf in Kansas City. We were just chilling at Top Golf with Pops, and Garrick Dieter walks up to us, and he's like, hey, do you guys need some tickets for the game tomorrow?
Yep.
And we're like, what's up, dude? Like, Super nice guy, by the way. And we were like, man, we actually have tickets already. And he's like, well, these are club level. These are probably better than what you got. You want them instead? And I was like, nah, man, we're down in the lower bowl. We actually got the good tickets this time, so you give those to somebody else. But he was a cool dude, man. He was a cool dude.
That was a good game. That was when we played Jacksonville, and it rained all over us.
Yeah, that was fun.
It was Cancer Survivor, that game.
Yeah,
where they always do
cool.
that. And
that was cool.
Dude, that's awesome. That was one of our favorite games we had. We got rained on. I'm talking, it was a flood. But it was a fun game. Missouri Sports Network says, I'm interested in collaborating with you guys. I do an NFL podcast called The Ty Walker Show.
Sweet.
Send us an email. allchieftUp@gmail.com. We'll get you on here one night, and we'll just let you talk with us. Why
Let's
not?
see if I can't pull this picture up I was talking about just a second ago, guys. Hold on. I don't know how to do this, but I'm going to figure it out.
Okay, I got you. I'll answer one more. Veta says, Kylie Manning. My last name is Manning, bro. Her name was Manning. It's now Winfrey. She got married. Kylie's off the market, gentlemen.
I got it straight. I straightened it out, didn't I? Did I say it wrong?
Yeah. No, I think you corrected it, but Kylie's off the market.
Is Kylie on here right now?
No, I don't think so.
You guys see this? Check it out. So,
oh my
little man.
Dom has got.
This is my little man and my girls here. And, hey, check it out, though. Dom didn't stand a chance in that water with his sisters. They absolutely destroyed him.
It looks like they drowned him. Were they waterboarding this kid?
That's what I felt like. He didn't stand a chance. Poor little guy. I think he got cold eventually. It's still 80-something, but I mean, he got drenched. Check out his little Super Bowl shirt.
Look at that shirt. I like how the girls, did they just come from soccer or were they going to soccer?
Yeah, the girls had a soccer game today. They just got back from their soccer game.
Did they play or did they just fight each other on the bench?
Zoe, she did not. She stayed on the bench and she said that soccer sucks, and I gave her a high five for that. But Mia over there on the left, the crazy cat, she's a goalie. She played. She's a goalie. She did good.
Mia's the goalie?
Yeah.
Do I trust Mia? I guess I would. She'd probably beat people up if they scored. That's insane.
Yeah. But yeah, we had a fun day, so I just wanted to show that to you guys.
That's awesome. Chris says, allchieftUp@gmail.com. Send pics, ideas, or just love. The Do Brothers will share, listen, love. Yeah, we like reading them. People send us stories. If you guys want us to cover certain things on our podcast or whatever, we take ideas for stories. We take whatever. So, yeah, just throw it at us.
Chris with the 16 bomb for the legend Lenny Dawson. Winks, nod, smile, my friend. And which was promptly followed up by Lenny Dawson with the 8 bomb. I'm beginning to think Chris Wright is related to Mike and Steve. Hey.
Close last
might
name.
Be.
Not
might
complete.
Be.
Wright, Williams.
Dude, you two guys are awesome. We love you guys.
Yeah,
it's hilarious watching you two, too. It's pretty cool. I just wanted to know, throw it in the chat, but did y'all meet each other in this chat, or did y'all know each other from a different place, or what? Because I love watching you two go back and forth in the chat, man. Right. It's awesome.
Farquad's getting off here because he's got to go to work in the morning. Appreciate you being here, Farquad.
Have a good one, Farquad. Get some rest, my man.
William says, what do you think Jordan Love will look like this year? Who's Jordan Love?
Jordan Love.
Who's Jordan?
Yeah, don't be Andy Reid.
Who is it? Oh, yeah. Well, I watched him one time. I saw some film. He's a good kid.
No, for real, though, I think Jordan Love might be a little better than what he's got credit for. Everybody just hated it because they were picking him when they had Rodgers there, right? But I would say he might look okay. I don't want to say he's going to look good. So, I mean, We'll see, though. He could surprise you.
Colleen says the Jets and Dolphins have crazy weapons, too. AFC East should be a battle. Yeah, the Jets do have a lot of good weapons. I mean, they added Jet. I mean, Jet to the Jets. I think he'll do okay. They grabbed a lot of Green Bay guys, too. The Dolphins have a lot of weapons. They traded for that running back out of the 49ers last year. They drafted the kid from A&M, Steve. What's his name? You loved him. The running back out of A&M. They took him in the 3rd round. Why can't I think of
Devin
his name?
A-Chain?
Devin A-Chain. They got Jalen Waddle. They got a lot of good stuff. I can't name them.
A-Chain is that you can tell that the Miami is trying to do like what the Chiefs used to do, and the Chiefs still do to an extent. But they've been looking for the athletic guys because I mean
Yeah.
they went all in on Tyreek Hill. They got Jalen Waddle in the draft. Then they turned around and took Devin Achane. They're just looking for these freak athletes.
They got
And that's
that
why I
wide,
like them.
They got that little wide receiver that drops everything named Turk Hilliard. Is that his name? Turk Hilliard?
I don't know.
Tariq Hilliard or something like that. He drops everything. He's got a big mouth. I don't know. We'll see how he does. I don't know if he'll make it or not. Brian says George Karlaftis was mentioned. Everyone must drink. Brian Perry's the biggest George Karlaftis fan I've ever seen in my life.
I'm glad you pointed that out.
If we get our hands on a piece of George Karlaftis merch or a jersey or something, and Brian does not win that giveaway, I swear. Like,
I'll tell you what. If any of you guys out there in the chat have some George Karlaftis memorabilia that you would be willing to part ways with, Brian Parrott's your man. Because
for sure,
he loves the dude.
We'll be the middlemen. We'll help him get to that because I swear, dude, like he loves him. But yeah, I think George Karlaftis is going to have double-digit sacks this year, Steve.
I think he could, man, for sure.
I think he gets 11. I'm going to go 11.
Okay, CDC says club level is sweet. My son and I were at club at the Houston divisional game. That's cool. He said, especially when it's 5 degrees. Yeah, you're right. Actually, the weather was good at the game we were at. The weather wasn't good, but it was warm, but it was raining. So we got rained on a lot. So maybe it would have been better to take Garrick's tickets.
That was the game we drove up to, and you got strep throat and had to sit in a hotel.
Are you talking about the one that KCDC was at? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Houston divisional game. Dude, that was a killer game.
Hey, that's my luck. That's me in a nutshell, guys.
That was the
I
best
missed
game
like
I've
one of the
ever
most
been
classic
to.
games ever because I ended up getting. That was ridiculous. Whatever.
Gary says, Mike and Steve, do you see the Chiefs draft a tight end in the first round next year?
No.
I don't
They're
think
just not. I don't think they're investing heavily in it, and I do think that they think they have something with Noah Gray. Like I don't know, they don't think he's going to be like Travis Kelce per se, but I think they see a lot of potential with Noah Gray, and I do too. I mean, I really do see it. I've always been high on him. So I mean, he showed you when he gets his opportunities, he knocks it out of the park. He's made some clutch catches at clutch times in the game, and I don't know. I like him. I think they're kind of rolling with Noah Gray and seeing what they can get out of him. Probably just being in behind Kels.
Yeah, it's I still see us doing it. A lot of people thought we were looking at Dalton Kincaid. Dalton Kincaid would have been a good pick at 31, which is where we picked. I don't know if I would have come up any higher for Dalton Kincaid. Let's just be honest.
Right. Richie's in the house. What's going on, Richie? Good to see you, my man. Richie's a OG. He's been around for a long time supporting the channel.
Steve, everybody likes your babies. Beautiful babies. Veda says those babies are everything. Awesome picture.
Thank you, guys. Yeah, they're awesome. Mean as can be.
Well, you seen Maddie. She made an appearance tonight.
Yeah, Maddie, that's my oldest one, the one that ran in a minute ago. She's 14.
Maddie dropped a 5-bomb.
Maddie dropped a 5-bomb in here. Yeah, but I have Maddie. She's 14. I got Dexter. He is 12. And then, let's see, I have Zoe, the one in the middle in that picture. She is 7. Mia's 6. Piper 6. She's not. And then I got Dom, and I feel like I left a kid out.
You did. You left out Curtis.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we have a 16-year-old as well. He's such a jerk these days, though. They really, when they get to be teens, it's all over, right? I'm noticing that with Maddie, too. She's starting to be mean to me.
They just say bro a lot. Come on, bro. I don't know what else they say. Riz? Do they say Riz?
No. Thank God. Lego Mago says, any news on Blake Bell? I haven't heard anything. As far as I know, I mean, he's on the team, right? They signed him. I think he'll probably make the roster if he stays healthy. I mean, he made it last year and then had the hip problem. Or did the hip problem come first, so they didn't? They just had him on the IR a year. I don't remember how that went. But either way, I think he'll be around. Blake Bell's one of the best blocking tight ends in the entire league, so they'll use him.
Right. Trav says, can the Jets be a sleeper when they have an MVP QB? Does that count? I'm going to say it's the Jets, so yeah. You know, I told Steve the other day, there's a lot of people picking the Jets. I'm going to have to see it first. Aaron Rodgers obviously wasn't enough to carry the Packers roster by himself. So what makes you think that he could take all of his friends from the pack, put them in different color green, and then do it again? I don't know. I'm going to have to see it to believe it. If they can beat the Chiefs
I think so. They have
what is it, week 4? If they beat the
Right.
Chiefs in week 4,
Well,
I'll believe it.
they've got some really good pieces in the last 2 drafts. Let's get that straight. I agree with that. They have a lot of talent on that team. I mean, defensive side of the ball, they went and got Sauce. They have what's his name, Brees Hall, running the ball now. I mean, they have a lot to look forward to there. Can it be this year that they have it all together? I don't know. And Aaron Rodgers, he's not the same Aaron Rodgers that he used to be. A lot of people might disagree with me, but I think he's definitely, he's took a step back or two. I mean, he's getting old.
What? I can't.
What?
I'm just reading some of this chat. You guys are just
I don't know.
insane. I don't even know. Okay.
I didn't see it. I'm afraid to look.
I'm afraid to even read. We're skipping it. We're going through. Dude, I tell you
my
what,
God.
though. Looking at the Chiefs, are you guys pumped about the schedule this year? We were looking at the schedule, and let's be honest, we had so many primetime games. We only have 2 or 3 that are noon games on Sunday. I just feel like they got us so busy, Steve. Like, everything's busy. They got Christmas being busy. I just don't know. It's the crazy schedule. I see where Matt Lane from KC Sports Network, he absolutely despises the schedule. He says it's the worst schedule he's ever seen in his life. Like, these people are hating this because I get it. From a creator standpoint, putting all those primetime games on us is hard. It is hard.
That has to be the angle he's taking, right? Because, I mean, as far as the actual schedule goes, I feel like we got a pretty decent draw. I like it better than last year. It's challenging. It's a good challenging test throughout the whole season, but it's not like something crazy like last year. But I don't know. I'm okay with it. But that's probably what it's
KCDC
going by.
said Christmas and New Year's Eve.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
But
So much.
I'm so pumped about that Christmas game. That made me so happy when I saw that. I'm not gonna lie. Because I'm a Christmas guy. Love Christmas. Super excited for Christmas all the time. Buddy the Elf here. But I get to watch the Chiefs beat the Raiders on Christmas too. Like, what the heck, man? Don't get any better than that.
Veta says she's super pumped. We're the new Dallas. Everyone wants us on their schedule. That is true, man. We posted a thing the other day that said they hate us, but they like watching us. That's for sure. They want us to save their ratings. It's the Chiefs. It's Patrick Mahomes. We're the greatest show on turf. Like, who said that? Was it the Rams back in the day? We're the new one.
Yeah, it was the Rams when they had Kurt Warner and all them.
So what's our motto? We'll kick that ass on grass.
Yeah, let's do that. I like that one.
I like
That's
it.
what we're gonna roll with. That's what we're rolling with anyway. I mean, I'm okay with it. Let's see. Somebody says their chat keeps getting stuck. Lego. Yeah, the chat was kind of getting stuck for me too, Lego. I don't know what's going on there. I think it finally
It's YouTube.
settled back in here though.
It's YouTube. Always doing YouTube stuff.
YouTube being YouTube.
It's what they do, man.
Kip Carnes says, you went to that divisional game against the Texans comeback. Yeah. Yes, so we did. We went, me, Mike, Pops, and Kayla, Mike's girlfriend. We all went, drove to Kansas City, got to our Airbnb, everything cool. It's snowing like crazy outside at the time, I think. And fine, wake up, throwing up. And I'm like, what in the world's going on here? And then I just got super sick. Ended up having strep's what it was, but man, strep kills me. Every time I get it, dude, it wipes me out. Like I can barely remember riding in the car to get to a clinic just to see what the heck was going on because I was so out of it. And yeah, I had to get fluids, and then they ended up just getting me a hotel room at the Hilton, and I just laid there and watched the game. And I ordered Five Guys burger because I hadn't ate anything. I was trying to eat, and that sucked for me. But, I mean, I'm glad that you guys still got to go because, what a game, dude. What a game. But I'll tell you what, though. As I laid there, dying sick and trying to eat this, greasy, huge Five Guys burger as I'm sick, which was a terrible idea in hindsight, all this stuff was happening. The Chiefs were down like 24-0, and I never, not one time, did I even care or think, like, we weren't going to win the game. I never had the feeling that we weren't going to win. Well, is that what Patrick Mahomes does for the Chiefs
dude,
now? Or does for the Chiefs fans?
Again, I was in Arrowhead. Everybody around me in Arrowhead, and if any of you guys were there, you might have had the same thing. Like, the Texans just kept scoring and scoring, and everything was going wrong. Like, you couldn't have written a better script for the Texans and a worse script for the Chiefs. But there was no panic. Like, there was no panic. We were all just like, we were in disbelief of what we were watching. Like, we were looking at each other like, what is going on? Like, it was almost comical. at one point. We were like, what is happening here? Like, are we going to get struck by lightning next? Like, what's going to happen? Is the earth going to open up and eat us? Who knows? But nobody panicked. And then, like, you could just sense it. As soon as we got on the board, we were like, oh, it's over. And every Texans fan around us, there were few of them. There wasn't many. But they were all like, oh, God, here it comes. As soon as we scored, it was like 24-7. And they're like, oh, God. And I'm like, yeah, it's coming, buddy. Just keep watching.
Chris Wright. He said Lenny got censored. What's he talking about? What happened to Lenny?
Didn't. No, he didn't.
What happened? Lenny, where you at? Oh, here he is. He says, I did? I don't know. I missed something. Lenny, what you doing out there, bro? Don't be getting in trouble.
Hey, Feta says she likes my motto. Whoop that ass on grass.
Should we make a shirt that says that?
Right. Lewis actually says he's read 2 things saying that the Chiefs should trade for Dalvin Cook. We're actually going to do a video about this. So you guys be watching out. We're going to do a video about this. We're going to try to find some info about this, see if it's real, see if it's just blowing smoke, give our thoughts on it, if we even think he could coincide with Pacheco. I wouldn't be down. I wouldn't be, like, bummed if we did it, let's be honest. I think DeAndre Hopkins is out. So if you could add a piece like Dalvin Cook, that running back room needs another piece. So we'll see. We'll look into it a little bit and see what we can do. But
definitely want to check that out. I mean, that's something to look at. So that's why we're going to look into it, make a video for you guys. Thought it'd be cool. What's going on, Rock?
Rock says, what's up, everybody? Finally got the kids to bed. Time to get all cheeked up.
Hey, I hear you, man. Mine are still running around crazy. But, yeah, glad you made it, dude. Good to see you. And better late than never. That's what I always say. I'm going to have to make an ACU shirt that says that, too.
Right. Hey, Chris says throw up a poll for him. Would you rather win $1 million in the lotto or
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
6 more Mahomes titles?
I'm glad you brought that up because I haven't done that one poll today. I'm slacking.
Hey, I'm going to tell you.
So what was it? What was the question? Go ahead. Read it to me again.
Would you rather win $1 million in the lotto or have 6 more Mahomes titles? And I'm just going to say this at the risk of getting banned from YouTube. I read that as 6 more Mahomes titties. And what's going through my mind? And I was like, why does Mahomes need 4 more of those? And I wasn't actually opposed to it. Let's be honest. I wasn't opposed to it. Dude, Mike, something's going on.
You're going in timeout with Lenny. I'm sorry. You're going in timeout. You're going to get censored.
Steve, here. I'm in timeout. I'll be back.
All right. So let me get this up here, man. So the 1 mil or 6 Mahomes titles, correct?
Yeah, I think so. I'm in timeout. Steve put me in timeout. What's up?
Didn't.
Come on,
good.
Steve.
Polls up.
Steve, get me out of timeout. You've got me in timeout.
No, it's just me. Y'all say goodbye to Mike. Mike's out of control tonight. So we're just going to let him go.
Oh, we're back.
We are back. Pinto with the 5 bomb. Appreciate you, Pinto. Good to see you. Says, guys, I like your swag and your jokes on the Bengals team. Yeah, man. Bengals, man. They're so easy to make fun of, right? One of my favorite things ever is still that short that you threw on YouTube like way back during the season where it was like Bengals fans are like, and it's just that guy walking around saying, Who they? You know what I'm talking about? It's funny, dude.
I thought that short was going to catch on way hotter than it did, and apparently it got put. Hey, guys, funny story.
So good.
Here. Funny story. So we're close to Cincinnati. You guys know. Like, we're only like an hour and a half. My girlfriend actually got a message on Facebook, and it was from a guy who's a Bengals fan, and he lives in Bowling Green, I believe, or he lives somewhere. But he lives in Kentucky. He actually was like, All Chiefed Up is all over every Cincinnati Bengals forum on the internet right now for pissing off that fan base. Like, we pissed them off so bad. We were going around, and there for like 2 or 3 weeks, we got nothing but hate. There was a guy that actually ran a sports company out of Lexington. He actually wrote us such nasty stuff that somebody wrote him and told him they was going to fire him from his job, and he was a CEO at a company.
I remember that.
And they were going to publish it. They were going to publish it in the Lexington Herald and get that guy censored.
Because really hurt their feelings.
Dude,
cool.
we hurt them so bad. We almost got a dude fired from his own company. And, hey, man, when you that's just, what's that called? He just doesn't have any no confidence in the team if you can get butt hurt that bad over some comments. Come on.
Right. Like, you're a little insecure there, buddy.
Yeah, get your security game on.
Richie says later, hey, glad you came by, Richie. Have a good night, man. Brian Parrott says, I'm taking the $1 million. Hey, I mean, that is a tough one, right? Because, I mean, crap, everybody needs some money.
Mahomes has already gave us 2, right? I mean, that's more than I expected in my lifetime.
I'll tell you what, because the $1 million would help me and help my family, but Patrick Mahomes winning 6 more titles would make so many people happy. Like, if you think about how many people, like all of you guys, every Chiefs, I'm going to go ahead and risk. I'll say, you know what? I don't need your stupid $1 million. I want those 6 titles. That's where I'm at.
That's bold. Brian says, we better hurry up and patent that phrase. Which one? Are you talking about whoop that ass on grass?
Yeah.
That's great.
It's a good one. That is a good one.
Yeah, Brian's taking the $1 million. That's all there is to it. He's taking that $1 million. Drayson says he'll take the $1 million and 5 Mahomes titles. That's a good idea. So if you take the $1 million when Mahomes
Can we do
still
that?
win 5, we just can't. Wait, Chris said 6. I'll take 7 Mahomes titles and the $1 million. How about that?
You guys are cheating. Hey, Trav says we some greedy mofos. Everybody's saying, I need that $1 million, man. Hey, Lewis though, he's with me. He says I'm taking the 6 titles because $1 million would only be like 65,000, and then that's one trip to the grocery store.
Lewis is right, kidding. Bro.
He's not kidding a bit.
Dude, by the time I put gas in my car to go to Nashville every night and to buy food, I'm at like $65,000. So, yeah, you ain't getting much out of it.
Man, good time. Hey guys, if you're new to the channel, we appreciate you being here. Don't be afraid to get in the chat. Awesome people in the chat. Hit that sub button. Hit that bell. That way you can hang out with us more often. We love to get new awesome people in the chat. So definitely do that and smash that like button for us. It helps us out tremendously. So yeah.
Yeah, we got 83 in here right now. Who'd have thought we had 83 hardcore Chief fans on Saturday Night Tailgate at 11:26 Eastern.
Very
That's
nice.
10:26 over in the KC Mizzou area. 10:26. That's not too late for you guys, right? 10:26. I feel like we're getting wild these days, baby.
Hey,
Staying up late.
Chris Wright says it's 6 titles. That's one more than Deflate quarterback. I kept wanting to say Deflategate. But yeah, man, anything to knock him off his high horse, right? That'd be all right.
KCDC says that 1 million ain't what it used to be. You're
It's
right,
not. Isn't
man.
that crazy too? It's crazy to think about. If you get $1 million now, it's like,
Yeah,
that's whatever.
Ozark's taking the $1 million. Steve, I think if you stop this right now, that $1 million's going to win.
all right, we're gonna give it. If you guys haven't got to vote, go do that. Go get it in the poll.
Hey, Cindy has it. She said if your followers had $1 million, you guys would benefit. That's true.
Only 34 of you guys have voted in the poll, so I'm gonna at least wait till 50 of y'all vote, and I'll close it. So go do that.
Veda knows. She says taxes hit hard in Missouri. Take the ships, brother.
Man,
What is the tax rate in Missouri, by the way? Is it going up? I heard it might be
what,
going
like state
up.
tax? Man,
Yeah.
you know how bad I want to move to like Florida or something, just not have state taxes, like somewhere where the government doesn't just try to steal all your money.
Tennessee.
I'd be cool with that. Are they doing that now?
They're getting rid of the state tax, which
What
means
about Texas?
the Titans are going to be able to land some big players. I'm telling you, if Kansas City dropped
They're
that
getting ready
state
to build-
tax,
They're getting ready to build a massive, I guess, indoor arena, like a dome. I don't know what they're doing. I saw a little bit of it, like the prototype, like the layout for the new stadium in Nashville. It is bad looking, dude. So yeah, with those state taxes and that place that they're gonna have,
they're going to be able to pull in a
keep an eye on them
especially-
boys.
Especially if they get Tannehill to help out Will Levis, and Will Levis turns into anything.
Yeah, I mean, he don't need Tannehill's help.
Yeah. Khalid says, "Love this time for streams." Yeah, we like going a
Nice.
little bit later too. I don't feel like 11, 10:30 is too late. Like, we're adults. Like, I get it that some of us have to work and stuff, but
We're adults here.
I could stay. You know, like when I was a kid, what signified time to go to bed? It was like at 10 o'clock when like the MASH theme song would come on. Dad would be watching, and I'd hear it say,
Time to go.
"Da, And I'd be like, oh, man. My heart would sink. I knew it was bedtime.
Wasn't ready for that yet.
I didn't want to do it. Yeah,
I'm lost in the chat.
You're
I'm letting
fine.
you take it.
Colleen says no state.
Michael, take the
income in
wheel.
Texas. That's true, man. No state income. So, like, you've got teams like Tampa Bay. You have teams like Dallas. Now you're going to have the Titans. You got a lot of teams that don't have to pay that state. Miami.
The Dolphins.
Why do you think people wouldn't go to
Yeah.
Miami? I mean, that's a beautiful spot anyway. It costs. I mean, you got to give up your right arm to get a Big Mac down there in Miami. But, I mean, when you don't have to pay the state tax, I guess you could afford to pay more, you know? So.
Yeah, true.
Who
It is what it
knows?
is.
Hey, man, we need to start two things. All Chiefed Up is getting the state tax repealed in Missouri, even though we don't live there, because we think that'll help draw better players to the Chiefs. And number two, we're getting Marty Schottenheimer in the Hall of Fame. That's our two goals for the year. I don't think we're going to be able to land either one of them, to be honest.
We're going to work on that, though. Ozark says Mahomes will win at least 3 more anyway, or at least 3, maybe more. So is that – so, yeah, I guess that was a stipulation on Chris's question, though. Like, does that mean Patrick Mahomes won't win any more if you take the $1 million?
I don't know.
Make sure to get your vote in on that poll. We're getting near the 50. I said 50. I might have to cut it a little short, but
Lego says thoughts on the Lions head coach interview. Wait, what interview?
what did I miss?
Yeah,
I
what
might have
did I
missed
miss?
something. Oh no, I've been pretty busy today. Who do they even have as a head coach right now?
It's Dan Campbell.
That's,
Wait, did they ask him something about the Chiefs or something? Maybe like the opening game. I haven't got to see any news.
oh
today.
yeah, I bet you that's what it is. No, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I haven't got to see
don't know.
any news today, hardly at all. Hey, Hefe says let's make shirts that say no state tax in Mizzou. That's a good idea. It says no state tax in Mizzou.
On the front and on the back, it's like Schottenheimer
right.
to the Hall of Fame or whatever.
And then we say no state tax, and then in parentheses it says because better players will come to the Chiefs. And that's what we got to get people behind. Apparently people like taxes as long as you say it can help the Chiefs, and then we'll cut them.
Chris says, just to clarify, the 6 bowls puts Mahomes at 1 more than the Tom guy, or $1 million.
Hey, man. Yeah. Lenny
is
says
what it is.
Marty belongs in the Hall of Fame along with Otis Taylor. You're right.
Agreed.
Dude, people just don't like to put Chiefs players in the Hall of Fame. We're just not a respected franchise.
Right.
We're that
Gary Holland
flyover
says
franchise.
JC needs to be in the Hall of Fame too. I mean, is Jamal Charles still the all-time leader for yards per carry?
Throughout the whole NFL? Like in
I think
history?
he's like of all time.
I think
maybe.
so.
I have to look it up, but I think so. Man, I love Jamal Charles. I mean, he was like the little bright spot during that whole dark time of the Chiefs, right? I just loved him. Like,
Dude, we
I
probably
just remember.
Did we go?
once
We
a week.
watched Jamal Charles play like 3 times live, and he's just
Right, dude.
insanity.
So good, so fast, and cool guy. And then, yeah, I just remember, go JC, baby. It was awesome. Good times.
Yeah, big fan of Jamal Charles. Steve, in that poll.
Okay, I'm in the
Ready to
poll.
see it. We're ready to end it.
In poll, 63% said they would take the $1 million. 36% said they would take the 6 more Mahomes titles.
Hey, I get $1 million ain't what it used to be, but it's something.
But still a lot of money.
And I
Yeah.
tell you, people are hurting these days. We don't got the best economy there ever was. Let's put it that way. So I don't blame you guys. I don't blame you. And you know what? Mahomes is going to probably win a lot of Super Bowls anyway. So,
Tony, what's going on, my man? Good to see you. He says, God bless his soul. My favorite player, Derek Thomas, needs to be in the Hall of Fame. 100%. That's not even a question. Like, that's
dude,
why
that's a
did
travesty. That's a travesty.
Like, what is going on? What are they doing? That's just, it almost takes away the validity of the Hall of Fame if you don't have players like that in it. It's just dumb. Veta says, we rode Jamal Charles forever. It's true, man. I like I said, I love Jamal Charles. Always going to have a soft spot for JC, baby, because he was like our light in the darkness for a long time. Like, he was our one little bright spot. And could you imagine what Jamal Charles could have done in a better era of Chiefs football? Like, what if Jamal Charles was playing with the team we have now? Like, it's insane to think about.
Wasn't Derek Thomas voted into the Hall of Fame, though?
I don't know.
I thought it was like 2008.
You go Google it.
Okay, let me do it. I'm just gonna go to Wikipedia. How about that?
Yeah, Brian Gales agrees. He says Jamal's Hall of Famer. His 5.3 yards per carry should be enough. Ain't that right?
Okay, it says after the Chiefs' '99 season, Thomas was rendered paraplegic by a car crash and died 2 weeks later. He was posthumously, I don't know what that word means.
Posthumously? Come on,
Yeah.
man.
He was inducted to the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2009 and the College Football Hall of Fame in 2014. So I don't know if that means, does that mean he's in, or is like posthumously whatever you're talking about?
Posthumously. That just means like he's dead.
So he was inducted in
After,
2009
yeah.
then. Okay. Well, I didn't know if that was like some kind of a weird like.
So he actually is in the Hall of Fame.
It said 2009, and then he was put in the College Football Hall of Fame in 2014. So he's
Okay.
in. I thought
Well,
that
good.
sounded weird.
Yeah, that would be strange if he wasn't. Lego says, well, let's just say he didn't come out and say they was going to beat the Chiefs, only that he's going to use it as motivation to make it a competitive game, per Lions head coach. Yeah, for sure, man. What do you expect, though? Like I said last time we were talking, like when we did the schedule release, like what an opportunity for the Lions, because they're a young, up-and-coming team. They have a chance to come out and put one on the reigning world champions in week 1 in front of the entire world. So, I mean, yeah, chances of that might not be in their favor, but they got the shot to do it. So you have to be excited about that if you're them. I mean, you always want to play the best and beat the best, right? So, I mean, I get it. I get where he's coming from. He was a little too smart to actually get out there and say we're going to beat them, though, right? He ain't going to guarantee something that dumb.
Right. I just checked. We have 90 likes. 90
Nice.
likes, guys. Let's get to the 100. If
Yeah,
there's
let's break that 100.
83 is in here. If you guys haven't hit like, go ahead and hit that live chat thing. Click the X, hit that thumbs up, then hit live chat. You can come back in. But yeah, I want to see it hit 100. That'd be pretty sick to hit 100 within. We just now crossed the hour and a half mark. So that's pretty cool, man. I tell you, these Saturday night tailgates are going to get better and better.
Mike, I was talking trash to you about the posthumously thing, but I think a lot of other people didn't know it either.
Why would
Hefe
you
says
know
he
that?
learned a new word. I've read that word a million times. I already knew that. Like I didn't know that a lot of people didn't know it. But I mean, you're not alone.
Well, why would you know it? I mean, I don't sit around reading like obituaries. Or
Is
anything.
Veta talking about this too? Like, and she's a teacher. Veta's smarter than all of us, and maybe you're in good company, Mike. I don't know.
Chris said posthumously means after death. See, but I didn't know that because I mean, you don't really read about things like that a lot. You know what I'm saying?
I've seen it a lot in certain things I've read.
That's
so I mean,
weird.
I knew it for some reason, but yeah, it is what it is.
What did I say? Posthumously?
Posthumously or something? I don't know. I was like, come on, Mike.
I thought it was about a possum. I don't know. I'm sorry, guys.
Veta says it's an all-around learning experience in here, bro.
Dude.
Hey, you're going to learn something with All Chiefed Up, okay? Get over here on Saturday nights.
Right. I talk about football. I don't know about anything else. I quickly mentioned, can you guys hit the like button, that there was 84 people in here, and 10 people bailed out so fast that they didn't even, they just quit. I'm sorry I mentioned it, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, what'd you do? You ran them away.
I'm sorry.
Hey, Stoney didn't know either, man. So, okay. I'm not going to talk trash to you no more.
Jack says, calm down, Mike. We're working on it.
Jack's keeping it cool, man. Jack's got that, like, I can't think of his name. What's his name? Clint Eastwood, just the old cool vibe. Like, he's just under control, and he's keeping you level.
Ozark says 4 has been added. 4 has been added.
Very nice.
Baby.
Very nice. Very nice. Man.
Yeah, Kip says, didn't DT's boy induct DT to the Hall of Fame? I think so.
Yeah, you're probably right. I mean, it'd be a travesty.
I
if he
remember
wasn't
the
in
bust.
there, right?
I remember the bust of Derek Thomas, and I want to go. Yeah. Where's the Hall of Fame? Isn't it Cleveland? No, wait. It's near Cleveland. It's Canton. I want to go to Canton sometime. Look at the Hall of Fame. Steve, we should take a trip one weekend. Go to Canton, look at the Hall of Fame, and just do a video vlog.
Why not?
All chiefed up at the Canton.
I'm not the biggest fan of Ohio, but we can make it happen.
Hey, man, I'd go see Cleveland. Not a big fan of Cincy.
Lenny says Lions are like the Bengals, just another oversized cat of the Chiefs food chain. I agree, Lenny. But you know what? I don't hate the Lions like I hate the Bengals. They haven't done anything to deserve it yet, so let's hope they keep it that way. Some of their fans are. I have some friends that are Lions fans because when I worked, when I was doing management and like manufacturing and stuff, a lot of the guys, because I was in automotive, so a lot of the guys would come down from Michigan, and a lot of them ended up just moving here. And some really good guys from up in Michigan, but they were all Lions fans.
Is
And
Nick?
trash.
Is Nick,
They, yeah,
is Nick's
yeah,
from Michigan?
yeah. He
Gotcha.
loves the Lions. He
I
was
knew
from
he
right outside
liked.
Detroit.
I knew he liked Michigan
So
Wolverines, like the Harbaugh stuff.
yeah, so a lot of them guys, good guys, but they're trash talkers. I'll tell you that. They're
Right.
not like they're not like the annoying trash talkers like the Bengals fans. They're just it's more of a fun poking, ribbing each other, you know.
Hefe says Derek Thomas and Neil Smith used to hang out at a bar on the boulevard. They were always there. That'd have been awesome.
That's cool, man. Those two were awesome. Derek Thomas and Neil Smith. What a combo.
Yep. Lego says, do you think the Dolphins will give us their all in Germany? I think
I
it's
think
going to be
they're
a tough game.
yeah, I think so too. It really depends, like Mike said on the schedule release day. It depends on the health of Tua, right? If Tua's out, should be an easy win. If Tua's in there, should be an easy win, but maybe it'll be a little closer. I'm not a big fan of Tua, but he is better than their other options, right? So, I mean, I think it does depend on if their starting quarterback's healthy or not. And so far, he ain't had a good track record.
VF. Extremes here. What's
What's
up?
going on?
He says there's a good video out there by two Steelers fans that traveled to Arrowhead to root against the Bengals in the 2022 AFC.
I got to check that out. That's
That's
awesome.
funny. That's funny.
Dude, those two fan bases absolutely hate each other.
Can you
So,
blame them though? Like, now that we have a little bit of like rivalry built with the Bengals, can you blame the Steelers fans and everybody for hating the Bengals the way they talk? Like, they act like they're the greatest team ever.
Just super annoying. But yeah, I actually knew a guy. He was from Pittsburgh, and he moved down here, and he went up to Cincinnati to go to a game, Pittsburgh-Cincinnati game. Of course, obviously he knew it was a rivalry game and everything, but I don't think he had been to Cincinnati Stadium yet to know how bad their fan base was. He ended up having to fight. He went to the bathroom, and a guy just attacked him because he had on a Ben Roethlisberger jersey, like from behind. Like, come up and hit him from behind. That's what you're dealing with Cincinnati Bengals fans. That's the way they are.
Right. Dude, hey, I got a funny story. We went to Pittsburgh one time to play music because we used to be in a band. We were just driving. We're just driving on the interstate. We're like, where in the world's Pittsburgh? It's supposed to be here in like 2 miles. Like, we were a mile out of Pittsburgh. We're like, where is the city? Like, we didn't see it. We were like, are we on the wrong road? This was before the days of like cell phones and stuff. Like, we were printing out
You had like
MapQuest
MapQuest or something, yeah.
So we're like, where in the world is Pittsburgh at? So anyways, we drive through a tunnel. We come out on the other side of this tunnel, and then boom, it's just right there. We're like, what in the world did we just do? And ugliest place ever. Like, it's so dingy, and like everything's yellow. The bridges were yellow. It was so gross.
Yeah. Wasn't a big fan of Pittsburgh. No shade at anyone from there. But Chris Wright with the 60-30 bomb. Let's talk KC home schedule, 6-3 at GHA is my prediction, and 7-1 on the road. Tell me I'm wrong. I can't, Chris, because you're
That's
pretty spot on.
on.
We're usually a little bit better of a road team than a home team, even though we have the best home crowd fans in the world. So that don't make a lot of sense because we have a big advantage when we're at home. But man, I tell you what, we said we were going to be 13-4, right? So I mean, you're hitting the nail on the head. I can't tell you you're wrong, man. But we appreciate your support, man. You're freaking awesome.
I just want to know, Chris,
60-30.
do you think we sweep the entire division this year? You think we go 6-0 in the division, or are you going to say the Chargers or Denver get one on us? I know Oakland, Vegas. I know Vegas isn't going to beat us.
No,
they suck.
I don't think so.
But the Chargers
Garoppolo.
always play us well, and the Broncos have a chance. So I'm curious to see if you think we're sweeping them or what. Lego says, thoughts on the Minnesota game? This should be a big game for us. Yeah,
It'll be a tough game.
Thought Minnesota was going to be a really tough game. I think the schedule this year, like, I thought it looked a little better than last year's, but now that I'm looking at it, look at the way they got the primetime games laid out. It's a hard schedule. I'm just going to be honest. It's a hard schedule.
Right. Yeah, it's not as bad as last year though. I'm going to stick with that. Chris Wright says 5-1 Chargers sneak one. That's a possibility because they always play us like that. But how many times have we lost to the Chargers at the very end of the game because we got like 25 bad calls before they finally scored their touchdown? Same with the Raiders, though. You got to watch out. I'll never forget that game with Derek Carr and Michael Crabtree. They literally gave them, over and over again, first down, on all these stupid calls until they finally scored a touchdown. That was pathetic. Lenny Dawson with a 30-15 because, why? VFX Extreme. That's a great story. Oh, is that his half? Because he's half the man Chris Wright is. I forgot. Those two are hilarious. That's great.
Lenny thinks we're going 3-15 this year. Oh, Lenny, come on. We can't go 3-15. We're better than that.
Well, if you played 18 games,
he's counting he's counting our first playoff game, I think. Lenny, no, you've cursed us.
But it's his third hardest in the NFL. Are you talking about the schedule? And if
Yeah,
so, is that what they come out with? Because I originally saw the NFL had released the strength of schedules right before they actually came out and released all the schedules. And they had the Chiefs in like the middle of the pack.
No, I think they've said now it's the third.
They switch it?
Dude, it's brutal. Like, if you look at it, it's pretty brutal.
It's definitely challenging. That's for sure.
Like, look at it.
What did you expect?
Last year's didn't turn out to be so bad when they did it, and then a lot of the teams turned into playoff teams along the way.
No, I think it's backwards. I think it looked even worse last year because we thought the AFC West teams were going to be better than they were. We didn't know that Russell was going to completely bomb. We didn't know that all those guys like getting Devontae Adams wasn't going to help the Raiders that much and things like that. So
that's true.
I don't know. I'm see if I can find that graphic. But yeah, they might have changed it. But
congrats, Brian.
Somewhere.
Brian Gales is a new member. I
Nice.
gifted a membership. I just want to sometimes like to keep you guys on your toes. I'll throw out a membership to see if you guys are turning on your gifts. Brian Gales did. He got a free membership. So good to have you here, Brian.
Awesome stuff. Man, yeah, we have so many ideas for members, by the way. Like, we're going to keep trying to just come up with cool stuff for you guys. Because, if you guys are going to, use hard-earned money to support us like that, we're going to try to make it worth your while, right? And we appreciate it. But, yeah, just as something simple as just making sure that you're a current member for the channel helps us tremendously. So
yeah, for sure.
We appreciate you guys.
Jack appreciates you. $2 from Jack, the super sticker. Oh, by the way, check out that merch store. You guys are starting to be members. You guys get membership stuff, I think, right, Steve?
Well, it's only for certain tiers. The Patrick Mahomes tier is the highest when you get a 20% discount, and the Alex Smith tier gets a 10% discount all the time, no matter what.
We should give the first members a 5% discount. Can we do that?
Nope.
We can't? We can't do it. Okay. Well, I tried. Yeah. What do you know?
Can't do it, Captain. Let me
Sorry.
see.
I'm just trying to help people.
Trying to help people. Help people. Let's see. Let me see if I can get this shared real quick. I want to show this because this is what I saw. I know Veta was talking about the strength of schedule, and you said that you think they had them up there at like third too. This is what I was going by. If I can figure out how to, use technology real quick, being slow. Jack with the 2-bomb. Appreciate you, Jack. You're amazing, dude.
Steve,
Mike fell asleep on you.
Are you behind? I just said
Yes.
Jack with a $2 super sticker and told people to check out the store.
I heard you, but I was going to say something too because I was trying to pull up that other stuff. So
I thought my internet froze.
I didn't. No. I didn't want Jack to think I wasn't paying attention to him.
Gotcha. Hey.
Appreciate the support. But I'm over here in my own world trying to figure out things. But let me share this screen real quick and I'll show you what I was talking about just real quick.
Later, Chiefs Kingdom. Go hang out with your family.
Yeah, have a good one, man. Appreciate you. Why can't I find it? Here we go. All right. Look, check this out. This is what I was looking at. NFL released this, the 2023 strength of schedule. And they're going by opponent win percentage is what they're going by. So they actually said the Eagles have the worst. And they have the Chiefs down here like middle of the pack if you look at the whole thing. So they have us at our opponent's winning percentage is 5, right at.
Isn't this almost strictly going to be like when you start going by this? Isn't that just mean that your conference, your divisional games were just better?
Possibly. That's
I
a
mean, look,
possibility.
we
I mean,
got
that is going to have an effect on it.
Exactly, because we got 6 games against 2 from the Raiders that suck, 2 from Denver that sucked last year, obviously.
Right.
But if you look at our away opponents, though, I mean, they're pretty good. I mean, the Jets might be the worst away team we play. Or I mean, not away team, but the non-conference. I don't know. I have to get another look. Probably the Bears. Bears are probably the lowest on the scale there.
Hey, Veta caught that. Help me help you. This is Jerry Maguire. Nice. Chris Wright with an 11 bomb. Dude, you're the man. He says 11 wins in a row against the Ponies since Mahomes started. Must maintain the streak. That's what I was saying earlier, man. Like, Sean Payton is going to help that team, but is it going to help them enough in the first year to where we can't keep the streak going? I don't think so. I think we got to go 2-0 there.
Yeah, I don't think we lose to Denver. I hate
The
the
Donkeys.
Broncos. Is it just me? Steve,
Ooh, I'm making a poll. I'm making a poll. I'm going to see which team y'all hate the most.
The most hated rival? Is it the Broncos? Like when I was a kid, it used to be the Raiders. Everybody hated the Raiders. But for some reason, the Broncos, dude, they irk me. I always hated the Broncos. And so I still hate the Broncos. And the Chargers, screw the Chargers. They've always sucked. I mean, they are what they are. They suck.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to get that poll going, though, guys. I'm interested in that, too, because I've wondered that myself because just because. I mean, you always hear about the Raiders and Denver and, this and that. I'm actually going to add in the new one, too, the Bengals, just because I just want to see where they rank at amongst that.
The Bengals. Good grief. William says the 90s Broncos haunt my nightmares.
Dude.
Something about the Broncos. I hate the Broncos. I hate their stupid
Man, I mean, well,
uniforms.
you have to think they were pretty good back through that time. So that's probably why you developed a hate for them, right? I mean,
yeah, but
that's what it is.
I never liked John Elway. He always looked like a horse. They went from having the horse mascot to get Peyton Manning.
They could use him for the logo.
Manning
for
also
mascot.
looked like a horse because he had the long neck. Like these dudes just get people that look like a horse. That's why Russell Wilson's not going to do well there because he don't look like a horse enough.
He looks more like a woodland creature. Man, people getting crazy about these Raiders.
People hate the Raiders, and I get it. It's a crappy fan base, but the Raiders just suck. I mean, I don't even consider them to be good anymore.
Yeah, Veta says, I know the Broncos give us headaches and won for years, and we got our ass kicked for years by them. But if you're in KC, the Raiders by far. Man, I think it's just a thing to hate the Raiders, right? They're just so stupid. KCDC still hate the Raiders. Peyton helped that Bronco hate. I think so. Like I said, I think the Bronco hate kicked up because they got really good there for a while, and it just got tired. They just gave us headaches, like Veta said. Because of Elway and Manning.
I do tell you one thing. Do any of you guys live in Colorado? Because I do want to visit Colorado. I heard Denver was a cool city. I'd like to go check it out. But you know what? While I'm there, I'm going to go catch a Chiefs game in Denver. And let's go. Steve, we should go to Denver and watch the Chiefs beat the Chiefs in Denver. That has to be like a
watch
bucket
the Chiefs
list
beat
thing.
the Chiefs. Well, watch the Chiefs beat the Broncos.
Denver. Yeah, the Broncos in Denver. That's got to be like a bucket list thing to go.
Chiefs better not beat the Chiefs against the Donkeys because that's the only way they're going to win.
To go inside the Broncos field and watch the Chiefs beat. That's hilarious.
Vendell Malone says, hello, Mike and Steve. You guys remember Devontae Adams slapped down that cameraman? He got to come to Kansas City to go to court in June, LOL. Hey, what's going on, Vendell? Good to see you, my man. And we do remember that. What an idiot, first of all. Like, that was classless, just dumb. I get it, people, you get a little bit emotional or whatever. You're caught up in all that and everything. But, I mean, just how stupid is that? Why act like that? So, I mean, hopefully he gets what he gets. Is what it is.
Chris says he's in Colorado Springs. Chris, I'm coming to Colorado now, and we're gonna hang out. Chris, you go to a game with us. We'll go to a game together.
Let's do it.
That way, if we get we have to fight or somebody, we know somebody in Colorado that can bail us out.
What we'll do.
Dude, that sounds so sick. I want to go to Denver. I want to go to Colorado. I want to eat some pizza. I want to see those beautiful mountains.
Eat some pizza. Drayson Michael says, "You're so right about the horse face quarterbacks." It is true, though. I mean, hate to be mean to people and tell them they look like horses, but John Elway looks like a horse. That's all there is to it.
A horse, of course.
He could have gave a run at the Kentucky Derby, probably.
Lenny shows up with a 550, and he
550.
says the Raiders by far. Ben Davidson late hit on Lenny Dawson.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
You're not the first person that said that.
Dude,
Man.
yeah, I mean, I hate the Raiders, too. I mean, I don't
I do
like
too.
anybody.
Yeah, Raiders, I honestly, I think I do have them on my head. Like, in my opinion, if I was going to vote, I would say them before I would say the Broncos. I hate the Broncos, too, but I'm going to go with the Raiders, in my opinion.
That 70s Schwinn vintage bike channel, that sounds like a very specific
That sounds like a
name
cool,
for
awesome
a
channel, too.
And I'm kind of curious, do you guys just talk about 70s Schwinn vintage bikes? I'm going to have to go look because that's awesome. The Bengals have moved to the number one hated for me. Dude,
Wow.
we live right next to them. I can see why. Like, they are annoying.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. Trust me, I get it. They're easily taking that over as the most obnoxious fan base. Jack Green says, our neighbor state, Colorado, is gorgeous, but pretty high. Like high as in they were the first ones to legalize marijuana,
Yeah, I
or
think
just
so.
altitude? I don't think I want to go mess with the altitude. I would be trying to walk to my seat at the top of, in the nosebleeds, and I'd pass out. I'd need a little oxygen tank. I'd have to borrow the oxygen mask.
Heffy says Michael Bandy from the XFL Roughnecks was invited to Chiefs camp. Actually, I don't think they're even going to bring him into like any camp. I think they're just going to have a private workout with him, is what I heard. We'll see. I don't know why. He didn't really do a lot. I think in the XFL,
Interesting.
he only caught a few balls, I believe, but we'll see.
Let me check this poll out real quick.
Do it.
We are currently only at 28 votes. Let's get it to at least over 30, guys. If you haven't voted in the poll, go hit that. Go hit the button there. Tell us who you hate the most, because I'm interested to see. But yeah, we'll call that in just a minute. What?
Bill in chat says, I called the Bunghoes and Macaulay Culkin. Dude, Joe Burrow looks just like Macaulay Culkin. It's so
great.
funny.
It's so funny because when I first saw that, like, my mind didn't go where it was supposed to. I was like, what are you talking about? And then I realized you're talking about the Bengals. But yeah, he does look like Macaulay Culkin.
Jay, what's up, Jay? Jay says the Raiders never been an issue really, but does darn donkeys hate them and their
Those
stupid
darn
colors?
donkeys.
I tell you, yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. I think, like, what it is the Raiders haven't really been that big of a threat in recent history. But, I mean, just back, what was it, like 5-6 years ago? We were literally playing them in the Thursday night game at the end of the season to determine who won the entire AFC West. So, I mean, it's not that they've been completely irrelevant. It's just the last few years they haven't.
Right. You know what even sucks worse is because we grew up in a county in Kentucky called Grayson County. We played football. They modeled our uniforms off of the Denver Broncos uniforms.
Well, sort of, because we were the colors of our school was orange,
and blue. And I swear they took
did.
Denver's
Of course,
uniforms.
we were the Cougars, so we didn't have a stupid horse or anything on our helmet. I tell you what they did. They kind of combined the Penn State Nittany Lions. They kind of got that logo sort of kind of like that, but with a cougar. And then they used the kind of the Broncos, the way they did their jerseys in the 90s. Kind of looked that way because that was the school colors. But I mean, they were pretty tight uniforms, to be honest. It just sucked that they reminded you of Denver a little bit.
Yeah, I didn't want to do it. I didn't want it. I'm trying to find some stuff, Steve, so don't mind me.
Trying to find some stuff, guys.
I'm trying to find something that these people
Chris
might
Wright
find
with the
interesting.
5-bomb. He says, I'll set up at Den, no plan. It's October 29th. I'll email you with the deets. Dude. Let's
That'd
do
be
it.
sick.
Why not? If we can
I
make it happen.
swear I'll do it.
If we can make it happen.
What is October
Monday.
29th? That's right near
Halloween.
Halloween, man.
As long as we're back for Halloween, I don't care.
Yeah, that's right.
That'd be fun. That'd be super fun. Hefe says, I'd like some different jerseys this year. That'd be cool. Man, here's the thing. You don't talk about switching anything Chiefs related without getting attacked by everybody in the kingdom. Like they just go nuts. Like actually our little membership badge, that was from a chick that made just a concept like if the Chiefs had to change their logo, here's what I would switch it to, and it was just the arrowhead made out of the KC. Which, it's cool. It's a cool looking little thing, but like people took it as this is replacing the actual arrowhead. That's stupid. It's awful. And they made that girl cry. But yeah, they're very against alternate colored, like black. Like everybody's talking about doing a blackout. Don't do it. You'll get attacked. People are very, very closed-minded when it comes to that. And I get it. You got to be traditional. It's the Chiefs. And I feel like the Chiefs kind of are that team that's just like traditional. Like there's so much there, man. It's just, I get it. I do get it. But you got to be careful with it. But I think, I don't know. I really like when they white out. I think white out and red outs are cool. Love those uniforms.
Dude, I seen a whiteout concept, and it was kind of sick, dude. It was all white, had the white helmet. It was the Chief logo, but it was just on a white helmet, and it was pretty sick. But even if you use the regular red with just the white uniform, I don't know. They're pretty sick. I like them. I'm getting this uploaded, Steve, and then I'm going to be able to bring it up on screen for all the people. It's going to be great. You're going to love it, too. I don't even think you've seen it.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Somebody sent it to me. So you guys stay tuned. This is going to take me about 2 or 3 seconds to get going, but it's going to be worth your wait. Steve, you're going to love it, dude.
While Mike's working on this surprise here, make sure to go hit that like button if you haven't done that yet. And if you're new to the channel, it's your first time here, that's awesome. We appreciate you being here. Make sure to hit that sub button, hit that bell. That way you'll know when we go live. We want to have you back. And get in the chat if you haven't yet. Don't be afraid. Awesome people in the chat. So there's that. Jay, what's up, Jay? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Gary Hollins, Mike and Steve Elway was a horrible GM. Yeah. And he, maybe looking like a BoJack Horseman had something to do with that.
Yeah, that's for sure, baby. Little BoJack Horseman action.
Jay Cruz says your logo is badass. Which are you talking about? Our actual logo, Jay Cruz, which is in the bottom left hand. Like when I move your comment right now, you'll see our actual logo. That's one that me and Mike designed ourselves. And then over in the bottom right, you'll see our kind of membership badge, kind of something that we throw out for, represent our members and stuff. And that one was made by, what's her name, Mike? I always forget her name. I want to plug her, though.
Emily?
Oh, Emily Creates. It's Emily Creates over on TikTok. She does some awesome stuff. We actually showed them on here before. She did, redid all the NFL logos just for fun. But, Chiefs fans got a little butthurt about it. I don't know why.
Yeah, they did.
You know what I think? You know what I think they're super sensitive about it because there's always that conversation like, Chiefs, that's a terrible name. They got to change that. It's not politically correct. And I think you hear that stupid argument all the time. So I think people kind of get a little defensive when people even come up with a concept.
Yeah,
you know
I think that's what it is too.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, I think they
it's
think that
no one means that they want to change the logo to this. It's just like an idea. Like, man, if I was going to switch it, I'd maybe do it this way, or this kind of looks cool. But no, I think the reason why people are so touchy about it is because you hear that bull crap all the time. They don't want the Chiefs to end up being the next Washington football team. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay. I'm getting ready to pop this up on the screen. Is everybody ready for this? I don't know. I'm kind of nervous. Steve, you're going to love it. There's 66 people in here right now. You guys get to see this. You guys, we've got 8,600 subs on this channel, and only 70 now are going to get to see this. Steve, I'm just going to bring it up. You're going to be like, what in the world? You guys are going to love this. It got sent to me the other day.
I don't know what Mike's doing here. I'm scared, kind of.
This is a picture of old Mike back in high school football.
No way.
High school football.
You were the Walmart player of the game.
I was the Walmart player of the game. There I am with my coach, Danny
Dude,
Clark.
Who sent that to you?
Cougar football. It was actually James. Our cousin had found that.
That is awesome.
Our grandma had clipped this out of a newspaper all the way back in 2001. Like, look at me. I was very fresh-faced.
Man, that's depressing, kind of, because I remember that like it was yesterday, man. That was a lifetime ago.
So the whole thing, I won't spare you guys the article, But
I want to read it. I'm interested.
Okay,
I wanna
I'll
see
read
what
it.
you did, my man.
I'll read it.
What did you do? What was the
Williams
stats here?
line play merits award. Okay, so it says if you watched last Friday's game at Barron County, you saw a new offensive set from the Cougars running from the I formation rather than the wing T.
Hated that wing T offense.
dude,
What a trash offense.
Danny Clark loved the wing T, but we ran out of the I formation. They actually moved me from right tackle to right guard for this week. So this is the first time I'd played guard ever. So it said it was a move back to the offense that allowed tailback Jason Hall to run for more than 1,000 yards 2 straight seasons a couple years ago. Okay. You also saw that the Cougars moved the ball much better than they had in the previous 5 games. A big part of that was the improvement was due to the line play up front. This week's Walmart Player of the Game award goes to one of those offensive linemen who opened those holes. Senior guard Mike Williams. That's me, baby. Okay.
That's awesome.
Williams was moved. Oh, look, see, he validated me. Williams was moved from tackle to guard this year, and according to head coach Danny Clark, was not getting a lot of action because of the change to the wing T. So because we played wing T at tackle, I was not used a lot at tackle. The tackle's not very well, used in the wing T. It just wasn't. So he moved me from there. It says which calls for the lineman with some quickness. So apparently I wasn't quick enough to play on the outside. I don't know what that means, but we moved him from tackle to guard, Clark said. He had played some around, I can't read this bottom, but he got stronger and put on some space eaters in there. Williams is listed on the roster as 6 foot 263. I thought I was dude. Do I look 263 in that picture?
Jeez,
dude.
I
don't know.
You don't even weigh that now, do you?
Yeah, I've carried my weight. I weigh about 260 right now. So I've never stopped being 260 since high school. Like something about playing high school football, like it conditioned my body.
It's just there.
Yeah, it's the years that you grow. You know what I mean? Like you're conditioning yourself to be that weight right as you hit 18, and it's like my body, that's where it wants to sit.
That's weird.
Clark said the play that had the most success for the Cougars on Friday involved Williams doing some cross blocking on the left side with sophomore tackle John Mike Ramsey, who is now a state trooper in the city of Louisville.
No, he's Louisville Metro Police.
Louisville Metro, where Williams would take on the Barron County tackle while Ramsey would take on their guard. So yeah, we would do some some stunting, some stuff like that. But we put all this stuff in last week. So see, look, I had to learn this. I had 1 week, and much of it they had known before, but they executed it really well Friday night, said Coach Clark, Danny Clark. Clark said on thinking back to the 3 times the Cougars penetrated the Barron County 20-yard line, he wishes he might have tried to throw the ball more, but he won't get into second-guessing himself. Those guys had controlled the line of scrimmage with us moving the ball all night, so I felt comfortable with us staying with running the ball, he said. Williams almost didn't play football. Blah, blah, blah.
You held
I
out.
couldn't see it. Yes, from spring practice. He came and talked to me late in the spring about coming back, and I told him he was going to have to do some things because everybody else had been working. I think he's glad he came back because he's really playing well on both sides of the ball. So, yeah, I played offense and defense. I held out. I didn't want to do the summer conditioning.
I remember the holdout.
I didn't want to do the conditioning. I was like, I'll do it at home. But, yeah, so that's what it was. And the guy I had to block was 6'8". 6'8", 300 pounds.
Barron County were always big old boys.
That's
what is it? Barron County is what, the Glasgow area of Kentucky?
Yeah.
Like if you guys have ever heard of the Kentucky Headhunters or Blackstone Cherry.
I don't remember
like that.
I don't remember his name, but he was 6 foot. I want to say he's 6'7" or 6'8", 300 pounds. He was like the number 1 defensive tackle in the entire state. And I absolutely pancaked this dude like 6 times because I was shorter. But the thing he was talking about there inside the 20 and wanting to pass the ball more, I remember him calling a timeout, critical point in the game, and I was like, if you don't run the ball behind me, I'm just going to go sit on the bench. I was like, I'm dominating this cat over here. And sure enough, he called the run play, and that's what got the go-ahead win, and that's why I was Walmart's player of the game. But I thought that was kind of cool, man.
That's awesome, man. I'm glad you found that. That's cool. That's crazy. James
so
is
now
awesome.
You guys know. There's
cool.
my football.
Very, very
history.
cool. Chiefs Live. How's everybody doing? Sorry I'm late. Better late than never, my man. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well on the Saturday night. We've been having some fun talking with everybody about the Kansas City Chiefs and Mike's old football career here. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yep. Jack says 263 OMG. Was that too
Yeah,
little or
it's
too
crazy.
big back in the day? 263. I mean, 263 for an O lineman is not that big, is it?
No. I think that's about a guard size, like somewhere between that and 300 maybe. I don't know.
I mean, yeah. In high school, I wasn't the biggest. We wasn't the biggest team.
No, but
we didn't get a lot of the
But
big
you know,
players.
a lot of the linemen in high school, like in high school level football, are just like the fat boys, right? Like you're just fat. But like Mike was just solid, like a lot of just solid. Like it was different. Like even when you see the guys in the NFL now, like they're big, solid, athletic dudes. It's not that they're the fat guy like it was when we were kids. It's like they're big, conditioned, big athletes, you know. So I mean, it was kind of like that, kind of a 263. So I mean.
Right.
You didn't really look like it.
Thanks, Veta. Jay says to frame it. I wish I could, Jay. I don't have that article. It was sent to me through a digital picture, but I guess I could always
thought you
print
had
it
it with you.
No, it was a digital.
Get it from James, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, print it and get it framed up, man. That'd be cool.
That would be cool. Chris says it was a humble brag, and he
It
loves
was
it.
a humble brag, wasn't it?
Hey, I can't help it. Did you want to? I could have showed y'all a picture of my prom picture or something. I'd have had blonde hair, and y'all would have said I look stupid. So I'd have rather.
I can't humble brag about my football career because I played 1 year in high school and then quit because I didn't really care for the coach. That's just all there was to it.
That was Danny Clark. That was
right. Yeah, because I played a defensive end, and that's what I wanted to do. And he kept trying to move me around. I'm like, no, thank you. But yeah, I was the baseball guy. I was a pitcher. I played baseball, so that's what I did.
Steve would have been a heck of a pitcher, but I think he was going to have Tommy John surgery to continue.
Yeah. I pitched. Yeah, I think what got me though is when I was in 7th and 8th grade, they started putting me in high school and having to pitch on varsity and things like that. And it's a different world, and I just kind of overdid it, trying to overcompensate because I felt like I was out of place. You know what I mean? I think that's what did it. Throwing a lot of junk, throwing as fast as I could. Yeah, improper technique.
Yep.
It is. I'm that guy. I could have done this. I'm that guy. I got hurt though. You know that joke? Like somebody's like, I was this in high school, or I would have been to college. I would have got me a scholarship, but I hurt my knee.
Hey, Jack said we got up to 101 people tonight, Steve.
Very cool. Very cool.
We'll be able to see. Sometimes, they'll show us like 100, and then like we'll get on there and check, and they'll say we got like 105 or something. It's like,
yeah, it's strange.
It's so delayed or something we don't actually get to see a number count, but that's pretty sick. Jay actually says he got his tickets for week 2, Chiefs versus Jacksonville. Can't wait.
Nice.
Is that in
Very
Jacksonville
cool. That'd be a good
this
game
year?
Too. I believe
is it in
is.
Jacksonville? Dude,
Yes,
I want to go down
I'm
to
pretty
Jacksonville and watch that game. That's still beach weather down there, second week of the season. Jacksonville's beautiful beach, by the way. I went to Florida first time ever, went to Jacksonville Beach. My dad was like, you ain't going to like it. I was like, Dad, what are you talking about? Jacksonville Beach was beautiful. Like, Jacksonville was a sick place anyway. I liked it.
Yeah. Florida's pretty cool, actually. I dig it. They say crazy stuff goes on in Florida and crazy people in Florida, but there's crazy people in Kentucky, too. So I'm not scared of that.
The craziest people, by the way.
Chris Wright says, I hear you, Steve. I was saying pitching above level, tossing curves at 14 is no bueno. Yeah, dude, I was throwing junk at like 12. 11 and 12, I'm throwing, when I was in 7th or 8th grade, I was throwing like 88 or something like that, like pushing the 90 mark and on my fastball, but I was throwing junk. I was throwing curves and sliders, and it was just, I think that's what did it.
Steve's junk was so bad. He would, dude, players would
Had
duck.
some good drop. Some good drop on my curve.
He was a right-hander, but he come over the top like Randy Johnson almost. It was very far from his body. And there were so many players that would be in the right-handed side of the batter's box and duck thinking it was going to hit their head, and it would like drop and just fall right in the strike zone. And then sometimes they would just get in the way and get hit. There were so many people that would duck into your curveball.
Well, I tell you right now, I aimed at their heads when I threw that pitch. Like if I aimed at their head, it would drop straight in. It was nice. But that's also what destroyed my elbow. So, it still hurts to this day. Like, I'll just be joking around. Sometime I'll pick up a rock and, like, throw it or something like that. Or, like, me and the kids messing around, like, outside. My elbow seriously kills me if I throw anything. It's weird.
Jay says, if you guys make it here, first round is on me. Jay, do you live in Florida? Like, do you live in the Jacksonville area? If you do and we get down there, we'll hang, dude. Dude, I'm willing to go anywhere for football games. Steve has it a little harder because he's got so many children. But I'm like...
Mike can do what he wants.
I'll travel, baby.
Mike was the guy that decided he was going to do whatever the heck he wanted to do in life. Chris Wright says Jack Stadium has a effing pool, man. It
Yeah.
does. That's crazy.
Jacksonville,
How
man.
cool is that?
Even if they suck, they're gonna get a tan and they're gonna have a good time.
Mike KCDC says Sombrero Beach is where it's at.
Where's Sombrero Beach? I want to go, dude. I love the beach. Hey, if I could be a
Jay
beach
Cruz is
bum,
in Fort
that's me.
Lauderdale, Florida, so that's cool. Got some Florida guys in here. I noticed a couple Florida people. That's pretty cool. That's another thing that's cool about our community that's built up. Like, obviously, we got our guys that are from Kansas City. And that's cool, but we got people from everywhere. Mike, one of these days you got to pull the map back out. We got to see if we can complete that bad boy.
I know. I'm gonna wait till we start hitting 100 consistently. That way, boom.
Let's do it. I'm down. I'm down. Hope you guys are having a good night, good Saturday night. Hope you're having fun in the chat. It's been pretty cool, so I'm digging it.
Yep, having a good one. My home away from home, Kentucky home, says KCDC. KCDC, where do you live at in Kentucky? I think KCDC is from the area.
I think he said Shepherdsville. If that's the case, he's like
No
right
way.
beside me. Yeah.
Shepherdsville's right up the road from me. You're literally like 15 minutes from me.
Yeah, no kidding. We'll have to definitely meet up and do something sometime. You're that close. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, that's absurd, man.
Yeah, he's in
Yeah, he says
Shepherdsville.
Shepherdsville. Dude,
That's cool.
maybe one day we'll drive up and we'll eat some wings. We'll go to that it's not Hooters. What is it? They got it in Shepherdsville. It's called like Cluckers. We'll go to Cluckers, man. We'll have some wings.
I haven't been to Shepherdsville in a while. It's like a pass-through thing because of I-65, right? But like I used to stop there all the time. Hit that White Castle up quite a bit on the late nights.
Dude, they've got a
Chris Wright says, whoa, Jack needs to get in line. October 29th, KC at Denver. I'll start hunting tickets tomorrow. Dude, we're going to end up in Denver with Chris.
No way. How are we even going to get there, dude? I'll drive. I don't care.
We'll figure it out.
I'll make a week of it. I'll stop in KC and have some barbecue, then I'll go meet
Hey, Chris also asked, what's your Whataburger go-to? Okay, so I got this from Mike, but I'll throw it out there. You get the triple or the double, depending on how hungry you are. Either way, you get it with nothing but cheese and grilled onions. That's it. Cheese and grilled onions. Good Lord, it's so good. It's just like juicy, delicious burger, and it has like all the flavor. It's like very diner-esque. Like if you have a small diner that you loved from your childhood or in your town, like that's what it'll remind you of. It's so freaking good. And then of course you get a large fry with it, and they have the spicy ketchup. Dude, you just can't beat it, man. That's the go-to right there. Just simple, awesome.
I will say, Whataburger's known for putting mustard on their burgers. So if you like mustard, I guess you could keep the mustard on it.
Cindy.
If you like mayo, that's probably good too.
Cindy, you're awesome for hanging out with us that late, but you better get you some rest. She said she got to be at work in 3 hours, so time for a nap. Hey, have a good night, Cindy. You're awesome. Glad you were here. Jake Cruz says Chiefs fan since 1988. Steve DeBerg was the quarterback. That's awesome. I was born in '85. I remember the name, but obviously I didn't see none of that. Probably the earliest games that I can remember real well. Like Mike and my dad were super into the Chiefs like early on, you know. So I kind of fell in with that because it's just, dude, I mean, it's in the house, right? So I want to say the earliest games I can really remember watching were probably Schottenheimer era. I do remember y'all watching those games. I remember Derek Thomas and all them guys, which would have been in the early 90s, so that makes sense. I've been around probably 7 or 8.
Dude, you ain't going to believe this one.
What?
James sent me another picture. You got to check this one. It's not a football picture this time. Hold up, it's not uploaded yet. I'll have to bring it up you're going to crack up. James is hooking me up with some good pictures recently. Jack says, if we send something, will you give it away? Yeah. I mean, unless you don't want us to. Like, if you want us to keep it, I'll keep it. But if you want it to be a giveaway, yeah, I'm down with it. What are you talking about? No, that's not what it is. What are you talking about?
Denver, hold on. I was reading this. Denver route, Greyhound to St. Louis, Amtrak, Southwest Chief to south of Denver, Greyhound to Denver. Man, that'd be a way to get there. I think we just drive it.
Oh, I'll drive it to Denver. I like driving. A lot of people like to fly, because you get there quicker, but I love driving. I like seeing America, man. There's just something about being on the road. It's ingrained in us.
I have a weird love and weird thing with truck stops. I love truck stops, because we just grew up when we were playing music and stuff. We were just always out and about, so it's it's just got this weird familiarness to it. I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah, for sure. Bum, bum,
All right.
bum.
Yeah, Jay Cruz says road trips are the best. Kip Carnes, good. Have a good night, my man. Take it easy. Appreciate you being here as always. Gary Holland says, Steve and Mike, do they make good tenderloins in Kentucky? We had some great tenderloin places in my hometown. Honestly, I don't know. Kentucky's not the greatest spot for food. I'll just put that out there. There's no really good pizza spots. If you like the hot brown's the big thing in Kentucky, right? And I mean, if you can look up what that is, but it's a lot of different things: turkey, bacon, some kind of a weird gravy they make, egg, all kinds of weird stuff, right? Tomatoes. But yeah, other than that, I don't know, man. There's just not a whole lot going on in Kentucky as far as the food thing goes.
Yeah, I don't know. Does anybody...
Owensboro has some decent barbecue. It's not anywhere near Kansas City barbecue. Not in the same league.
Dude, our dad thinks that Owensboro does have some spots that competes. They do a big barbecue show there every year in Owensboro. It's put on by the Catholic
it's
Church.
really good. And of course, everybody's heard of Moonlight Barbecue probably. You might have heard of that. That's from Owensboro.
Yep. Here you go, Steve. Let's see if I can bring it up.
I'm afraid. What we got?
It's Baby Mike. Look at that.
What the heck?
He found it.
That's so random.
Look how ugly I was as a baby, bro.
You look like Bobby Lee.
Do I look?
I'm
yeah,
Bobby
I do.
Hey.
I'm Bobby Mother.
That's awesome.
Dude, why is this here? What is going on tonight? You've seen my
great.
entire past. But I thought that was hilarious. Look at that. I remember that couch. Do you remember that couch?
I do.
Dude, that's pretty crazy.
Hey, KCDC, peace out. Peace out, my man. He says Roosters has good flats, huge. Dude, Roosters is awesome. I love Roosters.
Yeah.
Maybe we can meet up and go to Roosters or something. That'd be cool.
For sure.
All right.
Chase says Baby Mike. Yep, that was Baby Mikey. That's the last thing you guys get to see tonight. Don't have nightmares.
Right. We appreciate you guys being here with us tonight. It's been a fun tailgate for sure. Absolutely loved it. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. That way you can come back and hang out with us more often. All you guys that are always here, we appreciate the continued support. You guys are amazing. Make sure to hit that like button on your way out. That helps us out tremendously. It just takes a second to do. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up for tonight, man. Mike, anything else you want to tell Chiefs Kingdom and the ACU fam before we head on out?
No, man. Everybody that gave away memberships, everybody that got memberships, everybody that even talked to us, donos. Yeah. No matter what it is, man, we appreciate you guys. Always have fun. Look forward to keep growing, man. It's going to be great.
All right, have a good one.
You guys have a good one.
There goes a sight from my soul.